Tonight you do not chase money. Let that sentence come to you softly, as though it were spoken in a quiet room, when the lamps are low and the whole world has grown still. Tonight you do not chase money. You do not run after it in thought. You do not call to it with fear. You do not count the ways it seems absent. You do not lie awake trying to force open every channel with a tired mind and a troubled heart. If these words have found you at the proper hour, take one small outward action that agrees with the inner word. Write in the comments, if you feel led, "Money finds me under grace." Let it not be a common phrase, but a quiet declaration. Let it be your little sign to the unseen law that you are no longer speaking lack over your life, no longer making fear your master, no longer telling the night that supply is far away. Write the words gently. Money finds me under grace. And having written them, let the heart become still, for the word has gone forth. Now return to rest. Perhaps you have come to this night weary from the subject of money, weary from figures, weary from bills, weary from debts, weary from waiting, weary from wondering how a certain need shall be met. Perhaps the day has spoken loudly, perhaps the household has asked for provision, perhaps an obligation has stood before you like a locked door, perhaps a payment has not yet arrived, perhaps work has seemed uncertain, or income too narrow, or tomorrow too full of questions. But I say to you gently, you do not have to solve all of this before sleep. You do not have to sit in the darkness and become your own source. You do not have to arrange every channel. You do not have to decide how infinite spirit must provide. You do not have to pursue money as though it were a frightened creature fleeing from you. Tonight you do not chase money. Money finds me now under grace, through perfect channels and in perfect ways. Say this softly in the inner chamber of the mind. Money finds me now under grace, through perfect channels and in perfect ways. Again without strain. Money finds me now under grace, through perfect channels and in perfect ways. There is a deep peace in this sentence. It does not say, I must seize. It does not say, I must force. It does not say, I must command one person, one door, one position, one opportunity, one purse, one account, one customer, or one promise to become my source. It says that money finds me under grace. It says that supply is not wandering without a road. It says that infinite intelligence knows the path by which my good comes to me. It says that I need not injure another, disturb another, or lose my own peace in order to receive what is mine by divine right. Under grace means without harshness. Under grace means without panic. Under grace means without struggle against the soul. Under grace means by divine order, through clean channels, in right timing, with blessing to all concerned. Imperfect ways means that the good comes rightly. It comes without confusion. It comes without a hidden burden. It comes without the price of your peace. It comes in a manner that can be blessed after it arrives. So tonight, let the first correction be made in the mind. Money is not something to be feared. Money is not something to be worshipped. Money is not something to be chased through the night. Money is a servant of divine order when placed in its right relation. It is a form through which supply may appear, but it is not the source. God is my unfailing and inexhaustible supply. Let this be the foundation. God is my unfailing and inexhaustible supply. Again, God is my unfailing and inexhaustible supply. If God is your supply, then one channel is not your supply. One person is not your supply. One opportunity is not your supply. One payment is not your supply. One position is not your supply. One visible door is not your supply. These may be channels, and channels are blessed when they are used by infinite spirit, but the channel is never the source. The source is inexhaustible. The source is not frightened by figures on paper. The source is not troubled by the hour. The source is not confused by delay. The source is not limited by the door you can see. The source is not made poor because a bill has appeared. The source is not diminished because money has gone out. The source is not absent because the human mind does not yet know how. God is my unfailing and inexhaustible supply. I do not strain after supply. Say it softly now. I do not strain after supply. Again, I do not strain after supply. This does not mean that one refuses right action. It means that one refuses anxious action. It means that the soul does not run from door to door with fear as its guide. It means that one does not write letters from panic, speak words from lack, make bargains with anxiety, or spend the sacred hours of the night inventing troubled plans. Right action will be shown. The right word will be given. The right channel will open. The right person will be moved. The right idea will arrive. But tonight is not the hour for strain. Tonight is the hour for the word. Money finds me now under grace, through perfect channels and in perfect ways. Let the body hear it. Money finds me now under grace, through perfect channels and in perfect ways. Let the heart hear it. Money finds me now under grace, through perfect channels and in perfect ways. Let every fear about money be brought gently into the presence of this word. Do not fight the fear. Bless it and correct it. If the fear says, there is not enough, answer, God is my unfailing and inexhaustible supply. If fear says, this bill is too great, answer, divine supply meets every demand under grace. If fear says, the money is late, answer, divine timing is exact, and no good thing can be withheld from me. If fear says, I do not know the way, answer, infinite intelligence knows the perfect way. If fear says, I must stay awake and solve it, answer, I do not strain after supply. You see, fear wishes to be treated as wisdom. It arrives with a serious face and says, you must worry, you must calculate, you must rehearse the problem again, you must imagine all that could go wrong, or you are not being responsible. But worry is not wisdom. Worry is not provision. Worry is not order. Worry is not guidance. Worry is the misuse of imagination and speech. The soul may be responsible without being afraid. The soul may be practical without bowing to lack. The soul may act wisely tomorrow without sacrificing its sleep tonight. The soul may put accounts in order, write the necessary letter, speak the right word, accept the right opportunity, and take the right step, but all under guidance, not under panic. So I say again, tonight you do not chase money, you bless it, you place it under divine order, you speak the word, you rest. Money finds me now under grace, through perfect channels and in perfect ways. Let these words begin to undo the old habit of pursuit. Perhaps you have pursued money in thought for many years. Perhaps you have awakened thinking of it and gone to sleep thinking of it. Perhaps you have felt that money was always ahead of you, always beyond you, always something to catch, something to plead for, something to hold in fear once it arrived. But prosperity consciousness begins when the soul stops chasing and begins aligning. Money under grace does not come because fear has chased it. It comes because the soul has agreed with supply. It comes because the word has opened the way. It comes because the mind no longer contradicts the prayer. It comes because infinite spirit has been recognized as source. It comes because divine order has been established. Tonight, let your inner language change. Do not say, money is hard. Say, money comes to me under grace in perfect ways. Do not say, I am always behind. Say, divine order restores all my affairs. Do not say, I cannot afford it. Say, God is my supply, and the perfect provision appears. Do not say, there is no way. Say, infinite spirit has ways I have not seen. Do not say, this one person must help me. Say, the right channels are now open. Do not say, I am afraid of tomorrow. Say, tomorrow is under divine order. Do not say, I must solve it now. Say, I rest, and the perfect way is revealed. This is the gentle correction of the word. Your word is your wand. Do not turn it against your own purse. Do not turn it against your own household. Do not turn it against your own future. Do not let it go into the night carrying lack, complaint, resentment, or dread. Send your word into the night carrying supply. My word goes before me and opens the perfect channels. Say it softly. My word goes before me and opens the perfect channels. Again, my word goes before me and opens the perfect channels. The spoken word is never idle. A word of fear goes forth and prepares more fear. A word of faith goes forth and prepares a road for good. A word of lack builds a little wall. A word under grace opens a gate. And before sleep the word goes deeper, because the mind is softer, the body is resting, and the outer world has loosened its grip. So do not give the night a troubled command. Give it a word of supply. Money finds me now under grace, through perfect channels and in perfect ways. Let it fall into the deeper mind as a seed falls into the earth. Do not dig it up with doubt. Do not speak it once and then follow it with 10 sentences of fear. If you do, do not condemn yourself. Simply return and speak again. Money finds me now under grace, through perfect channels and in perfect ways. The seed knows what to do when it is placed in the law. The word knows what to do when it is placed in faith. Infinite Spirit knows what to do when the burden is released. Now bring before the mind any bill that has troubled you. Do not let it frighten you. See it only as an obligation placed under grace. A bill is not an enemy. It is not a prophecy of lack. It is not a judgment upon your future. It is a call for divine order. Say, this bill is blessed and paid under grace in perfect ways. Again, this bill is blessed and paid under grace in perfect ways. Now bring before the mind any debt that has felt heavy. Do not give it power. Do not call it endless. Do not call it impossible. Place it under divine adjustment. Say, this debt is adjusted under grace and in perfect order. Again, this debt is adjusted under grace and in perfect order. Now bring before the mind the income, the work, the channel, the person, the decision, or the opportunity that has seemed uncertain. Bless it. Release it from being your source. Let Infinite Spirit use it if it is the right channel, or replace it if it is not. Say, I do not make one channel my source. God is my unfailing and inexhaustible supply. The perfect channels are now open under grace. Again, I do not make one channel my source. God is my unfailing and inexhaustible supply. The perfect channels are now open under grace. There is freedom in not making one channel your source. If one door closes, supply is not closed. If one person delays, supply is not delayed. If one opportunity changes, supply is not withdrawn. If one road is blocked, infinite intelligence knows the hidden road. The channel may change, but the source never fails. Let this sentence soothe the mind. The channel may change, but the source never fails. Again, the channel may change, but the source never fails. Again, more softly. The channel may change, but the source never fails. Perhaps money has left your hands today. Perhaps you paid for food, shelter, service, care, travel, clothing, or some need of the household. Do not send that money away with sorrow. Bless it. Money that goes out under complaint carries complaint in your consciousness. Money that goes out under blessing remains part of divine circulation. Say, I bless the money that comes. I bless the money that goes. I bless the money that returns under grace. Again, I bless the money that comes. I bless the money that goes. I bless the money that returns under grace. This is prosperity consciousness. Not hoarding, not wasting, not fearing, not clutching, but blessing. Money is blessed as it comes. Money is blessed as it goes. Money is blessed in its circulation. Money is blessed in its return. Money is blessed as a servant of good. Now the fear begins to loosen. You are not alone with your accounts. You are not alone with your obligations. You are not alone with tomorrow. You are not alone with the question of how. You are held in infinite spirit. You are guided by infinite intelligence. You are supplied under divine order. Say, I am not alone in my supply. Again, I am not alone in my supply. Again, I am not alone in my supply. The mind may say, but I must know how. No, dear one. The how belongs to infinite intelligence. You must know the truth. You must speak the word. You must follow guidance when it comes. You must refuse to make fear the ruler of your night. The how may appear as an idea. The how may appear as a person. The how may appear as work. The how may appear as adjustment. The how may appear as a conversation. The how may appear as a delayed payment arriving. The how may appear as an unexpected gift. The how may appear as a new door. The how may appear as wisdom concerning what to do next, but the how is not required of the tired mind tonight. Tonight, you rest under grace. Say, I release the how. I release the when. I release the channel. I release the fear. Money finds me now under grace, through perfect channels and in perfect ways. Again, I release the how. I release the when. I release the channel. I release the fear. Money finds me now under grace, through perfect channels and in perfect ways. Now let the body participate in this release. Let the forehead soften, for it has thought enough. Let the eyes rest, for they have searched enough. Let the jaw loosen, for it has held enough unsaid worry. Let the shoulders drop, for they have carried enough of tomorrow. Let the hands open, for they need not clutch the problem through the night. Let the breath become quiet. You do not strain after supply. You do not chase money. You do not carry the burden alone. You do not solve tomorrow tonight. God is your unfailing and inexhaustible supply. Money finds you now under grace, through perfect channels and in perfect ways. Let the sentence become slower. Money finds me now. under grace, through perfect channels and in perfect ways. Again, money finds me now, under grace, through perfect channels and in perfect ways. There is no greed in this. There is no harm in this. There is no taking from another. Divine supply blesses all concerned. What is yours by divine right does not rob another soul. It does not disturb another's good. It comes cleanly. It comes rightly. It comes in the way that Infinite Spirit has selected. Therefore you may receive without guilt. You may receive without shame. You may receive without fear. You may receive without strain. Say, I receive my good under grace. Again, I receive my good under grace. Again, I receive my good under grace. If you have felt shame about money, let it soften now. Shame is not spiritual humility. Shame is another burden. If you have made mistakes, bless the lesson and return to divine order. If you have feared bills, bless them now. If you have spoken lack, correct the word now. If you have doubted supply, speak faith now. There is no condemnation in Infinite Spirit. There is correction, guidance, and renewal. Say, I forgive every frightened thought. I withdraw every word of lack. I return my money to divine order. God is my unfailing and inexhaustible supply. Again, I forgive every frightened thought. I withdraw every word of lack. I return my money to divine order. God is my unfailing and inexhaustible supply. Now the night becomes a sanctuary for your prosperity. Not a place where fear repeats itself, but a place where the word is planted. Not a place where tomorrow is rehearsed with dread, but a place where tomorrow is blessed before it arrives. Bless tomorrow now. Say, tomorrow is blessed. Tomorrow is supplied. Tomorrow is guided. Tomorrow is under divine order. Money finds me now under grace, through perfect channels and in perfect ways. Again, tomorrow is blessed. Tomorrow is supplied. Tomorrow is guided. Tomorrow is under divine order. Money finds me now under grace, through perfect channels and in perfect ways. Most people meet tomorrow with suspicion before it has even entered. They say, what trouble will you bring? But you may meet tomorrow with blessing. You may say, you are under grace. You bring right guidance, right supply, right action, right people, right channels, right timing, and right peace. Then sleep becomes an agreement with good. Sleep is not escape when the word has been spoken. Sleep is trust. Sleep says, I have placed the burden where it belongs. Sleep says, I am not the source. God is the source. Sleep says, I do not force channels. Sleep says, infinite intelligence knows the way. Sleep says, money finds me under grace in perfect ways. Now bring every money fear into one quiet bundle. The bill, the debt, the income, the work, the household, the need, the uncertainty, the waiting, the old fear of not enough. Place it all before Infinite Spirit. Say, I cast this burden of money upon Infinite Spirit. Again, I cast this burden of money upon Infinite Spirit, and now I go free. Again, I go free. Once more, very softly, I go free. To cast the burden is not to neglect the matter. It is to place the weight where it belongs. The weight of supply belongs to the source. The weight of method belongs to infinite intelligence. The weight of timing belongs to divine order. The weight of outcome belongs to grace. Your part is the word, the faith, the willingness, the blessing, and the right action when it is shown. Tonight, right action is rest. Tonight, the word is enough. Tonight, the burden is not yours to hold. Say, I cast this burden of money upon Infinite Spirit, and I go free. Money finds me now under grace, through perfect channels and in perfect ways. Again, I cast this burden of money upon Infinite Spirit, and I go free. Money finds me now under grace, through perfect channels and in perfect ways. Now let the words become a gentle current beneath the mind. Money finds me under grace. Money finds me under grace. Money finds me under grace. My money comes in perfect ways. My money comes in perfect ways. My money comes in perfect ways. God is my supply. God is my supply. God is my supply. The right channels are open. The right channels are open. The right channels are open. I do not chase money. I do not chase money. I do not chase money. I rest in divine supply. I rest in divine supply. I rest in divine supply. And now, return to the full word. Money finds me now under grace, through perfect channels and in perfect ways. Money finds me now under grace, through perfect channels and in perfect ways. Money finds me now under grace, through perfect channels and in perfect ways. Let it be your evening word. Let it be your correction of fear. Let it be your blessing over bills. Let it be your answer to debt. Let it be your peace about work. Let it be your release of the channel. Let it be your trust in the source. Let it be your consent to receive. Let it be the word that goes before you while you sleep. You do not need to chase what divine order can bring. You do not need to force what grace can open. You do not need to fear what infinite spirit already knows how to supply. Rest now. The night is quiet. The burden is cast. The word is spoken. The source is inexhaustible. The channels are many. The way is known. Money finds you now under grace, through perfect channels and in perfect ways. Now let us rest upon the words under grace, for they are words of great peace. Many hear of prosperity and become tense at once. They think of money as something to be captured, guarded, wrestled from circumstance, or won from a reluctant world. They think of supply as though it were hidden behind a heavy gate, and only pressure, fear, haste, and anxious planning could open it. But this is not the way of divine law. The divine way is not harsh. The divine way is not feverish. The divine way is not filled with strain. The divine way is grace, not by force, but under grace. Say this softly within yourself, not by force, but under grace. Again, with the body becoming quieter, not by force, but under grace. This is the meaning that I would place gently in your heart tonight. Under grace does not mean by accident. It does not mean by chance. It does not mean that one becomes careless, idle, or indifferent. It does not mean that one refuses right action when right action is shown. It means that the thing comes according to divine order, through the right channel, at the right time, without injury to the soul, without disturbance to another, without the poison of fear mixed into the blessing. My good comes cleanly, rightly, and peacefully. Let that sentence enter the mind. My good comes cleanly, rightly, and peacefully. Again, my good comes cleanly, rightly, and peacefully. There are forms of money that do not come under grace. A person may obtain something and yet lose peace. A person may force a channel and yet feel bound afterward. A person may hurry, plead, bargain, or press upon another human soul. And though an outer result may appear, the heart knows that strain has entered with it. Such money may not bring rest. It may carry confusion. It may bring entanglement. It may have come by fear. And what comes by fear often asks fear to keep it. But money under grace comes with another atmosphere. It brings order with it. It brings relief. It brings a sense of rightness. It brings no hidden shame. It does not demand that you betray your peace. It does not ask you to become small, hard, frantic, dishonest, or afraid. It does not require you to injure another. It comes as supply appointed by infinite spirit, and it leaves blessing in its path. Money under grace blesses all concerned. Say it now. Money under grace blesses all concerned. Again, money under grace blesses all concerned. This is why you need not fear prosperity. This is why you need not feel guilty for desiring supply. When you ask under grace, you are not asking to take from another. You are not asking to disturb another's good. You are not asking to force open a door that divine wisdom has closed. You are not asking for money at the cost of health, honor, love, peace, or freedom. You are asking that your good appear in the way infinite spirit has selected, and infinite spirit selects perfectly. I receive only what is mine by divine right. Let the heart rest in that. I receive only what is mine by divine right. Again, I receive only what is mine by divine right. What is yours by divine right does not belong to another. What is yours by divine right cannot rob another. What is yours by divine right does not come with sorrow added to it. It is your appointed good. It is the supply fitted to your need, your work, your household, your purpose, your right expression, your divine plan. It may come through one channel or another, but it is never stolen from life. It is brought forth by divine law. There is enough in God. There is enough in infinite spirit. There is enough in divine mind. There is enough in the unseen treasury of good. The world may speak of lack, shortage, competition, and fear, but the soul must learn another language. The soul must learn to say, God is my unfailing and inexhaustible supply. The soul must learn to say, my good comes under grace. The soul must learn to say, I receive only what is mine by divine right. The soul must learn to say, money under grace blesses all concerned, not by force, but under grace. This phrase is a key. It unlocks the mind from panic. It releases the hand from grasping. It loosens the heart from the belief that one must fight life for every blessing. It cleanses desire. It takes desire out of the fever of personal will and places it in the calm of divine will. Personal will says, it must come this way. Grace says, it comes in the perfect way. Personal will says, this person must provide. Grace says, the right person is moved by divine order. Personal will says, this door must open, or I am lost. Grace says, the appointed door opens, and no wrong door can hold my good. Personal will says, I must force the hour. Grace says, divine timing is exact. Personal will says, I must know how before I can rest. Grace says, infinite intelligence knows how, and I may sleep. So tonight, lay down personal will. Lay down the hard little command that supply must obey your frightened plan. Lay down the tension that says there is only one way. Lay down the fear that says one delay can defeat God. Lay down the belief that money must be chased through the dark corridors of thought. Money finds me now under grace, through perfect channels and in perfect ways. Let the words move quietly through you. Money finds me now under grace, through perfect channels and in perfect ways. Again, money finds me now under grace, through perfect channels and in perfect ways. Under grace means the channel is clean. It means the path is blessed. It means the answer does not injure the giver or the receiver. It means the transaction, the opportunity, the payment, the increase, the employment, the sale, the gift, the adjustment, the idea, or the opening comes through divine order. It means the good is not mixed with fear. It means the heart may bless it. A thing that cannot be blessed should not be forced. Let this be known gently. A thing that cannot be blessed should not be forced. If an opportunity brings unrest, place it under grace. If a bargain seems to cost your peace, place it under grace. If a person offers help with hidden bondage in it, place it under grace. If a path opens but the spirit within you feels warned, place it under grace. If the mind says, take it quickly, because there may never be another, do not be ruled by panic. Say, I receive only what is mine by divine right. My good comes cleanly, rightly, and peacefully. There are doors that look like supply, and yet are not supply under grace. There are promises that look like rescue, but bind the heart in anxiety. There are offers that shine for a moment, but carry confusion behind them. There are gains that appear profitable, but leave a shadow upon the soul. Not every open door is a divine door. Not every visible channel is the selected channel. Not every quick answer is the perfect answer. This is why you say under grace. It is a protection. It is a purification. It is a divine selection. When you say, money finds me under grace, you are not merely asking for money. You are asking for the right money, through the right channels, in the right way, at the right time, with the right blessing, and in harmony with all concerned. You are asking that no false channel deceive you. You are asking that no anxious choice imprison you. You are asking that no appearance of lack make you accept what is not yours by divine right. This is spiritual dignity. This is prosperity without fear. This is abundance placed in divine order. Money under grace blesses all concerned. Again, money under grace blesses all concerned. And now let us remove guilt from prosperity. Many good souls fear to desire money because they have been taught, directly or indirectly, to associate money with hardness, selfishness, conflict, or worldliness. But money, in its right place, is a servant of divine order. It may feed, shelter, clothe, support, heal, educate, carry, build, beautify, and bless. It may meet obligations. It may free the mind for right work. It may allow generosity. It may make the home peaceful. It may support perfect self-expression. It may be used in love. Money is not holy when feared, nor sinful when blessed. It is a form. It becomes troublesome when made a master. It becomes useful when made a servant. Under grace, money serves the divine plan. Say, money is a servant of divine order. Again, money is a servant of divine order. Again, money is a servant of divine order. Let money serve peace. Let money serve right living. Let money serve generosity. Let money serve the household. Let money serve health. Let money serve beauty. Let money serve freedom for right expression. Let money serve the good that blesses all concerned. Do not bow before it. Do not tremble before it. Do not despise it. Place it where it belongs, under grace, not above God, not above peace, not above honor, not above love, not above the soul, under grace. There is a quiet power in this order. When money is under grace, it cannot rule the night. It cannot enter your bed as a tyrant. It cannot command your breath. It cannot take the throne of thought. It must come into divine order. It must become a servant of good. It must circulate according to blessing. It must appear through the appointed channels. Now say, my money is under grace. Again, my money is under grace. Again with peace. My money is under grace. All that concerns your money is under grace. The income is under grace. The work is under grace. The payments are under grace. The bills are under grace. The debts are under grace. The savings are under grace. The giving is under grace. The receiving is under grace. The household is under grace. The decisions are under grace. The future is under grace. There is no need to force, not by force, but under grace. Again, not by force, but under grace. Think now of how often the frightened mind tries to force. It forces by overthinking. It forces by speaking from dread. It forces by pressing upon one person. It forces by clinging to one path. It forces by imagining disaster until the body is weary. It forces by repeating how, when, from where, through whom. It forces by making the mind run all night like a servant that is never allowed to rest. But fear is not a faithful servant. Fear spends strength and brings no true guidance. Fear produces hurry, and hurry often chooses wrongly. Fear produces grasping, and grasping often blocks the higher good. Fear produces hard speech, and hard speech may close doors that blessing would have opened. Grace moves differently. Grace may be quiet. Grace may be swift. Grace may be patient. Grace may open an old door in a new way. Grace may close a false door with mercy. Grace may bring a person at the appointed hour. Grace may bring an idea as gentle as a whisper. Grace may bring a sum through a channel you had not considered. Grace may tell you to act. Grace may tell you to wait. Grace may tell you to speak. Grace may tell you to be silent. Grace may tell you to release what you thought you needed. Grace may tell you to receive what you had not expected. This is why you must not make fear your guide. Fear knows only the narrow way. Grace knows the perfect way. Money finds me now under grace, through perfect channels and in perfect ways. Let this become a lullaby to the anxious thought. Money finds me now under grace, through perfect channels and in perfect ways. The anxious mind may ask, but what if it does not come? Answer, what is mine by divine right cannot be withheld. The anxious mind may ask, but what if the channel closes? Answer, the channel may change, but the source never fails. The anxious mind may ask, but what if I have made mistakes? Answer, divine order restores all things. The anxious mind may ask, but what if I am too late? Answer, under grace, divine timing is exact. The anxious mind may ask, but what if I am not worthy? Answer, I receive only what is mine by divine right, and divine love casts out fear. You are not asking from unworthiness. You are not begging before a reluctant God. You are remembering the law of supply. You are aligning your word with the inexhaustible source. You are allowing prosperity to be governed by divine intelligence, instead of by human fear. There is a sacred difference between demanding and declaring. Demanding says, I must have this in my way, or I shall not rest. Declaring says, my good comes under grace in perfect ways. Demanding comes from panic. Declaring comes from faith. Demanding clutches the channel. Declaring trusts the source. Demanding disturbs the heart. Declaring quiets the heart. Tonight you do not demand from fear. You declare from faith. My good comes cleanly, rightly, and peacefully. Say it again. My good comes cleanly, rightly, and peacefully. Again, my good comes cleanly, rightly, and peacefully. Now let the word cleanly soothe any hidden fear that prosperity might come through confusion. Let the word rightly soothe any fear that you must accept what is not divinely yours. Let the word peacefully soothe any fear that money must always be accompanied by turmoil. Cleanly, rightly, peacefully. These words belong to supply under grace. My good comes cleanly, my good comes rightly, my good comes peacefully. Again, my good comes cleanly, my good comes rightly, my good comes peacefully. There is no need to accept disorder as your good. There is no need to accept panic as your guide. There is no need to accept a blessing that bruises. Divine supply does not have to arrive with sorrow. The blessing of the Lord maketh rich, and he addeth no sorrow with it. Hold that as a quiet truth. Your good may come without sorrow added to it. Your supply may come without shame added to it. Your money may come without fear added to it. Your opportunity may come without confusion added to it. Under grace means no sorrow added. Under grace means no fear added. Under grace means no bondage added. Under grace means no harm added. Under grace means divine order added. Under grace means peace added. Under grace means blessing added. Money under grace blesses all concerned. And because it blesses all concerned, there is no need for envy. Envy belongs to the belief in lack. Envy says, another has received, therefore something has been taken from me. But divine supply is not divided by jealousy. The sun does not grow poor because it shines through many windows. Infinite spirit does not become exhausted because another soul has been blessed. When you see another prosper, bless their good. Their good is not your lack. Their open door does not close yours. Their blessing does not empty the treasury of God. Say, I bless the good of others. My own good comes to me under grace. Again, I bless the good of others. My own good comes to me under grace. This is freedom from comparison. This is freedom from competition. This is freedom from the small fear that life has only one loaf and many hungry hands. In divine mind, there is right good for every soul, in the right place, at the right time, in the right way. I receive only what is mine by divine right. Again, I receive only what is mine by divine right. And what is mine by divine right comes to me blessed and multiplied. Let that be added softly. What is mine by divine right comes to me blessed and multiplied. Again, what is mine by divine right comes to me blessed and multiplied. Now let us place every false way outside the door. We do not call forth money through pressure. We do not call forth money through fear. We do not call forth money through injury. We do not call forth money through confusion. We do not call forth money through desperation. We do not call forth money through taking what belongs to another. We do not call forth money through losing the soul's peace. We call forth money under grace. Money that blesses, money that serves, money that circulates in divine order, money that comes through perfect channels, money that arrives in perfect timing, money that meets every right need, money that supports perfect self-expression, money that brings no sorrow with it, money that is clean, right, peaceful, and divinely appointed. Say, I welcome only money under grace. Again, I welcome only money under grace. Again, I welcome only money under grace. If a path is not under grace, let it close. If a channel is not under grace, let it fall away. If an opportunity is not under grace, let it be dissolved in divine order. If a promise is not under grace, let me not depend upon it. If a door is not under grace, let divine wisdom turn me away. And if my appointed channel is ready, let it open naturally, peacefully, and perfectly. This is a beautiful prayer because it protects the soul from forcing the wrong thing. Say, let only the divinely appointed good remain. Again, let only the divinely appointed good remain. Again, let only the divinely appointed good remain. How restful this is. You are not required to choose from fear. You are not required to chase every appearance. You are not required to accept every offer. You are not required to make one road your savior. You are not required to rush. You are not required to panic. You are under grace. The more deeply you understand this, the more quietly you can sleep. For sleep is difficult when the soul believes that tomorrow depends entirely upon personal strain, but sleep comes more easily when the soul remembers, divine intelligence is awake while I rest, infinite spirit knows all channels. God is my unfailing and inexhaustible supply. My good comes cleanly, rightly, and peacefully. Say, divine intelligence is awake while I rest. Again, divine intelligence is awake while I rest. This does not mean that you avoid your duties. It means that you do not enthrone your duties above God. It does not mean that you ignore accounts. It means that you do not fear them. It does not mean that you refuse work. It means that you do not make work your master. It does not mean that you sleep instead of living. It means that when the hour for sleep has come, you obey rest as a divine instruction. There is an hour for right action. There is an hour for right speech. There is an hour for right receiving. There is an hour for right giving. And there is an hour for rest. Tonight is the hour for rest under grace. Money finds me now under grace, through perfect channels and in perfect ways. Again, money finds me now under grace, through perfect channels and in perfect ways. Let the phrase under grace become a blanket over the whole matter. The bill is under grace. The debt is under grace. The income is under grace. The work is under grace. The unknown channel is under grace. The household is under grace. The future is under grace. The need is under grace. The desire is under grace. The fear is under grace. Even the old mistake is under grace. Do not say, it is too late. Say, grace restores. Do not say, I have failed. Say, divine order adjusts. Do not say, there is no way. Say, infinite spirit opens the perfect way. Do not say, I must force this. Say, not by force, but under grace. Again, not by force, but under grace. The mind may try once more to hold the burden. It may say, I understand the words, but I still feel afraid. Then bless the fear. Do not fight it. Say to the fear, You too are under grace. Fear loses much of its power when it is not obeyed. It may appear, but it need not command. It may speak, but it need not have the final word. The final word tonight is grace. The final word is supply. The final word is divine order. The final word is, money finds me now under grace, through perfect channels and in perfect ways. Again, slowly, money finds me now, under grace, through perfect channels and in perfect ways. Now feel how different this is from chasing. Chasing tightens the breath. Grace softens it. Chasing makes the mind run ahead. Grace brings it home. Chasing imagines closed doors. Grace remembers secret doors. Chasing fears other people's decisions. Grace trusts divine selection. Chasing says, my good is far away. Grace says, my good knows the road to me. Chasing says, I must force the channel. Grace says, the perfect channel opens in divine order, not by force, but under grace. My good comes cleanly, rightly, and peacefully. Money under grace blesses all concerned. I receive only what is mine by divine right. Let these 4 sentences rest together now. Not by force, but under grace. My good comes cleanly, rightly, and peacefully. Money under grace blesses all concerned. I receive only what is mine by divine right. Again, not by force, but under grace. My good comes cleanly, rightly, and peacefully. Money under grace blesses all concerned. I receive only what is mine by divine right. These words are not merely thoughts. They are a spiritual atmosphere. They change the way the soul approaches supply. They remove greed, fear, guilt, envy, shame, and force. They leave expectancy, blessing, order, peace, and faith. This is the prosperity I would have you know, not a prosperity that makes the heart restless, not a prosperity that demands fear to keep it, not a prosperity that feeds vanity, not a prosperity that injures another, not a prosperity that costs your sleep, but a prosperity under grace, a prosperity that comes through divine supply, a prosperity that is clean, a prosperity that is right, a prosperity that is peaceful, a prosperity that blesses all concerned. Now the night may deepen. The mind does not have to understand every path by which money may find you. It does not have to name every channel. It does not have to command every person. It does not have to calculate every hour. It has only to rest in the law. Money finds me now under grace, through perfect channels and in perfect ways. This is enough for tonight. Under grace is enough. Divine order is enough. Infinite spirit is enough. The source is enough. The word is enough. The way is already known in divine mind. Rest now in the meaning of grace. Rest in the quiet law that brings good without sorrow. Rest in the protection that refuses false channels. Rest in the blessing that harms no one. Rest in the certainty that what is yours by divine right can come cleanly, rightly, and peacefully. Money under grace blesses all concerned. My good comes cleanly, rightly, and peacefully. I receive only what is mine by divine right, not by force, but under grace. And money finds me now under grace, through perfect channels and in perfect ways. Now let us go deeper into the quiet truth that removes much fear from the subject of money. Money is not my source. Say it gently, not as though you were denying money, but as though you were setting it free from a false position. Money is not my source. Again, money is not my source. Money is a channel. Money is a form. Money is one expression through which supply may appear in the visible world. But money itself is not the fountain. It is not the origin. It is not the eternal cause of your good. It is one of the cups by which the water may be brought, but it is not the spring. God is my unfailing and inexhaustible supply. Let that sentence rest upon the mind as softly as a hand placed upon a troubled brow. God is my unfailing and inexhaustible supply. Again, with no effort, God is my unfailing and inexhaustible supply. When one forgets this, fear begins. The human mind looks at the purse, the account, the letter, the wage, the employer, the customer, the sale, the inheritance, the rent, the bill, the obligation, the payment due, the payment delayed, and it says, "This is my supply." Then if that visible thing seems small, delayed, uncertain, or closed, the heart trembles. It has mistaken the channel for the source, but the channel is never the source. The channel may change, but the source never fails. Say this quietly. The channel may change, but the source never fails. Again. The channel may change, but the source never fails. This is a sentence that can put the whole body at ease, for if one channel delays, God is not delayed. If one person forgets, God has not forgotten. If one opportunity closes, God has not closed the treasury of good. If one payment is late, divine supply is not late. If one employer says no, infinite spirit has not said no. If one road ends, infinite intelligence knows another road. The channel may change, but the source never fails. Perhaps tonight you have been watching one channel too closely. Perhaps your mind has been fixed upon one person, one answer, one payment, one decision, one position, one customer, one sale, one household need, one door that seems slow to open. You may have said in your heart, if this does not happen, I do not know what I shall do. But I would have you say something higher. I do not depend upon one door. Say it now. I do not depend upon one door. Again, I do not depend upon one door. A door may be blessed, but it is not God. A person may be helpful, but that person is not your source. A position may be useful, but it is not the fountain of supply. A customer may be valuable, but that customer is not divine substance. A payment may be expected, but the payment is not infinite spirit. The channel may be right, and if it is right, it will serve the divine plan. But never place the crown of source upon a channel. When a person makes a channel into a source, the soul becomes anxious. It watches, it waits, it fears, it presses, it imagines, it becomes dependent upon human decision. It gives another person power over its peace. It makes one visible door greater than the unseen law. Then sleep becomes difficult, because the mind has placed its safety upon something changeable. But when God is recognized as source, the heart begins to breathe again. God is my unfailing and inexhaustible supply. Again, God is my unfailing and inexhaustible supply. The source is not exhausted because one purse appears empty. The source is not diminished because money has gone out. The source is not frightened by an account. The source is not confused by a debt. The source is not troubled by tomorrow. The source is not limited by the road you can see. The source is not dependent upon one person's mood, one letter's arrival, one door's opening, or one plan's success. The source remains, the spring remains, the law remains, divine supply remains. If the mind says, but this channel is the only one I know, answer gently, infinite spirit knows channels I do not know. If the mind says, but this door has always been my way, answer, divine intelligence may use this door, or divine intelligence may open a better one. If the mind says, but I am afraid because I cannot see another way, answer, the way does not have to be visible to be real. The unseen way is often the prepared way. The hidden channel is often the appointed channel. The quiet door is often the divine door. I do not depend upon one door. The channel may change, but the source never fails. Now let us bless the channels without worshipping them. This is important. We do not despise the channel. We do not reject money. We do not speak harshly of employment, trade, customers, wages, accounts, property, gifts, sales, or opportunities. We bless them all, but we bless them as servants of divine supply, not as masters of our peace. Say, I bless every channel of supply. Again, I bless every channel of supply. And now, I release every channel to divine order. Again, I release every channel to divine order. This is the balanced word. You bless the channel, and you release it. You do not clutch it. You do not kneel before it. You do not demand that infinite spirit use only that one path. You bless it and say, if this is the appointed channel, let it open under grace. If it is not the appointed channel, let it be replaced by the perfect way. There is no loss in such a prayer. There is only protection. There is only selection. There is only order. When you release a channel to divine order, you do not release your good. You release the fear surrounding your good. You release the narrowness of the frightened mind. You release the belief that God must enter through the smallest opening you can imagine. You let infinite intelligence choose the road. Many people suffer because they cling to a channel after divine wisdom has already prepared another. They continue to stand before a door that has no peace behind it. They press upon a person who cannot bless them. They stare at one plan that has no life in it. They say, this must be the way, while grace whispers, there is a better way. Do not be afraid of the better way. Do not be afraid of the unexpected channel. Do not be afraid of divine selection. Do not be afraid when one door grows quiet. I do not depend upon one door. Say it again. I do not depend upon one door. There is a great spiritual freedom in this. If one door is yours by divine right, it cannot be closed against you in the end. It may seem delayed. It may seem hidden. It may seem still. But if it is yours, it opens under grace. And if it is not yours, then divine love and divine wisdom close it for your protection, while another door is being prepared. A closed channel is not a closed source. A delayed channel is not delayed supply. A silent person is not a silent God. An empty purse is not an empty universe. A small account is not a small source. God is my unfailing and inexhaustible supply. Let this truth answer every appearance. If the appearance says there is not enough, answer, God is my unfailing and inexhaustible supply. If the appearance says this payment has not come, answer, the channel may change, but the source never fails. If the appearance says no one is helping, answer, the right people are moved by divine order. If the appearance says the door is closed, answer, I do not depend upon one door. If the appearance says money is my safety, answer, money is not my source. The source is God. Now let the mind become quiet enough to receive this. It may have been trained for many years to look outward first. It may have learned to measure supply by what is visible. It may have learned to count before it trusts. It may have learned to tremble before bills and to feel secure only when money is already in the hand. But spiritual law asks you to reverse the habit. First, recognize the source, then bless the channel. First, speak the word of supply, then follow right action. First, become still in divine order, then let the perfect way appear. This is not carelessness, it is higher order. Carelessness says, I will ignore what must be done. Faith says, I will do what is shown, but I will not worship fear. Carelessness says, it does not matter. Faith says, it matters, and therefore I place it under God. Carelessness avoids, faith releases. Carelessness refuses right action. Faith waits for right action and takes it when guided. Tonight, you are not being asked to ignore money. You are being asked to put money in its proper place. Money is a servant, not a master. Money is a channel, not the source. Money is a form, not the fountain. Money is to be blessed, used, circulated, received, and given under grace, but never feared as though it had power greater than God. Say, money is not my master. Again, money is not my master. Now say, money is a servant of divine order. Again, money is a servant of divine order. And now, God is my unfailing and inexhaustible supply. There is the right order. God first, supply first, divine order first, then money as a visible expression, a useful servant, a blessed channel. If money is made the master, the heart cannot sleep. If God is known as source, the heart may rest, for money may come and go, but the source remains. A payment may arrive and be used, but the source remains. A bill may be paid, but the source remains. An income may change, but the source remains. A channel may close, but the source remains. The channel may change, but the source never fails. Say it slowly. The channel may change, but the source never fails. Again, the channel may change, but the source never fails. Perhaps one part of your life has been saying, but I have always received through this one way. Bless that way. It may continue, it may increase, it may be renewed, or it may be that infinite intelligence is leading you into another avenue of good. Do not let fear make the old channel into an idol. Bless it, release it, and let divine order decide. Perhaps you have been expecting money through a certain person. Bless that person, release that person. Do not make them responsible for being God to you. No human soul was meant to carry that burden. If they are the appointed channel, they will be moved in the right way at the right time. If they are not, your good will come through another channel. A person may delay, but God does not delay. A person may forget, but God does not forget. A person may fail in judgment, but divine intelligence never fails. Say, no person is my source. Again, no person is my source. Now say, the right person is moved by divine order. Again, the right person is moved by divine order. This frees you from resentment. For resentment often comes when one has mistaken a person for the source. One says, they did not help me, they did not answer me, they did not pay me, they did not choose me, they did not open the way. But behind all human channels stands infinite spirit. Bless the person and release them from being your supply. Then divine order is free to work through them, or through another. I do not depend upon one door. I do not depend upon one person. I do not depend upon one channel. God is my unfailing and inexhaustible supply. Again, I do not depend upon one door. I do not depend upon one person. I do not depend upon one channel. God is my unfailing and inexhaustible supply. Perhaps you have been expecting supply through one work. Bless that work. If it is your perfect self-expression, it will be prospered under grace. If it is not the complete expression of your good, infinite intelligence will reveal the next step. Work is a wonderful channel. Service is a wonderful channel. Right action is a wonderful channel. But work itself is not the source. God is the source working through right service, right ideas, right skill, right people, right timing, and right opportunity. Say, my work is blessed under divine order. Again, my work is blessed under divine order. Now say, my perfect channels of supply are open under grace. Again, my perfect channels of supply are open under grace. Perhaps you have been expecting money through a customer or a sale. Bless the customer, bless the sale, bless the service, bless the goods, bless every exchange under divine order. But do not say, if this one person does not come, my supply is gone. Say, the right customers are drawn by divine order. The right exchange is made under grace. My good comes through perfect channels in perfect ways. Perhaps you have been expecting money through a letter. Bless the letter. Bless the messenger. Bless the answer before it arrives. But do not make the letter your source. If it comes, bless it. If it delays, bless the delay. If another answer comes instead, bless the higher way. Perhaps you have been expecting money through an old promise. Bless the promise and release the channel. Divine law fulfills divine promises. Human promises may change, but the divine promise of supply stands firm. The channel may change, but the source never fails. Let this sentence become a pillow for the mind. The channel may change, but the source never fails. Again, the channel may change, but the source never fails. A great deal of financial fear is simply fear of a channel changing. A person may say, my income is changing, but the source is not changing. A person may say, my work is uncertain, but the source is not uncertain. A person may say, my customer has gone elsewhere, but the source has not gone elsewhere. A person may say, my account is small, but the source is not small. A person may say, my plan has failed, but the divine plan has not failed. Under grace, a changed channel may be the beginning of greater good. Under grace, a delay may be a protection. Under grace, a closed door may be divine selection. Under grace, a disappointment may be redirection. Under grace, a narrow path may open into a wide field. Do not tremble because a form has changed. Forms change. God does not. Channels change. The source does not. Human arrangements change. Divine order does not. Figures change. Infinite supply does not. God is my unfailing and inexhaustible supply. Say it until it feels more real than the appearance. God is my unfailing and inexhaustible supply. Again, God is my unfailing and inexhaustible supply. Now let the imagination be cleansed of fear. Do not see yourself standing outside a locked treasury. Do not see money as far away, resisting you. Do not see yourself dependent upon one small door. See supply as a great divine stream, flowing from infinite spirit through the channels appointed for you. Some channels you know, some channels you do not know. Some are already near, some are being prepared. Some will open through right action. Some will open through right people. Some will open through an idea. Some will open through an adjustment. Some will open through a door you had not thought to approach. But the stream does not begin in the channel. It begins in God. Money finds me now under grace, through perfect channels and in perfect ways. Again, money finds me now under grace, through perfect channels and in perfect ways. If a channel is blocked by fear, let grace clear it. If a channel is not yours, let divine selection replace it. If a channel is delayed, let divine timing govern it. If a channel is hidden, let infinite intelligence reveal it. If a channel is already open, let it be blessed, widened, and prospered under grace. Say, the perfect channels are now open. Again, the perfect channels are now open. Again, the perfect channels are now open. Not the forced channels, not the fearful channels, not the confused channels, not the channels that cost your peace. The perfect channels, the clean channels, the right channels, the divinely selected channels, the channels that bless all concerned. The perfect channels are now open under grace. Again, the perfect channels are now open under grace. And now let the heart release its dependence upon one door. I do not depend upon one door. Say it gently. I do not depend upon one door. Again, I do not depend upon one door. This does not mean that you do not care whether the door opens. It means that you care more for divine order than for your own fear. It means that you say, if this door is mine by divine right, let it open under grace. If another door is better, let the appointed door appear. It means you have ceased placing your peace in the hands of one visible circumstance. How many nights have been disturbed by one door, one answer, one sum, one person, one decision, one uncertain plan? The mind stands before that single door and says, everything depends upon this. But divine wisdom says, everything depends upon God. And in that remembrance, peace returns. Everything depends upon God. Not upon fear, not upon one channel, not upon one person, not upon one figure, not upon 1 hour, not upon one door. Everything depends upon God. God is my unfailing and inexhaustible supply. Let this be repeated inwardly like a bell of peace. God is my unfailing and inexhaustible supply. God is my unfailing and inexhaustible supply. God is my unfailing and inexhaustible supply. Now, if there is a particular channel in your mind, name it only in the silence of your heart. Do not grasp it. Do not fear it. Bless it. See it surrounded by divine order. Say quietly, "This channel is blessed. If it is mine by divine right, it opens under grace. If not, the perfect channel is selected for me. Now let it go." If there is a particular payment in your mind, place it under divine order. Say, "This payment is blessed. No delay can rob me of my divinely appointed good. My supply comes through perfect channels in perfect ways. Now let it go." If there is a particular person in your mind, bless them. Say, "This person is released to divine order. I do not make any person my source. The right person is moved at the right time. Now let them go." If there is a particular door in your mind, bless it. Say, "This door is under grace. My own door opens, and no wrong door can hold my good. Now let it go." Do you feel how the soul begins to loosen? The mind no longer grips. The heart no longer bows. The body no longer has to carry the weight of one channel. The weight of supply belongs to the source. Say, "The weight of supply belongs to God." Again, "The weight of supply belongs to God." Again, "The weight of supply belongs to God." Your part is not to be the source. Your part is to recognize the source. Your part is not to force every channel. Your part is to bless every channel and follow right guidance. Your part is not to lie awake commanding the universe from fear. Your part is to speak the word, rest in faith, and take right action when the time is shown. Tonight, right action may simply be rest. Rest is not neglect when the burden has been placed under grace. Rest is obedience to divine order when the hour for rest has come. A tired mind cannot always hear the still small voice. A frightened heart cannot always recognize the appointed door. A soul running from channel to channel may pass by the quiet opening prepared by infinite intelligence. So rest. Money is not my source. God is my unfailing and inexhaustible supply. The channel may change, but the source never fails. I do not depend upon one door. Again softly. Money is not my source. God is my unfailing and inexhaustible supply. The channel may change, but the source never fails. I do not depend upon one door. Let these 4 statements enter the deeper mind. They remove the false god of money. They remove fear from the channel. They restore the source to its rightful place. They tell the heart that it is safe to sleep. You are not waiting upon money. You are waiting upon God. And waiting upon God is not fear. It is expectancy. It is quiet trust. It is the knowledge that the next step will be shown. The right channel will open. The right people will be moved, the right word will be given, and the perfect supply will appear in the perfect way. Money finds me now under grace, through perfect channels and in perfect ways. Again, money finds me now under grace, through perfect channels and in perfect ways. The channel may be visible or invisible tonight. That does not matter. The source is present. The path may be known or unknown tonight. That does not matter. Infinite intelligence knows the way. The answer may be near or still forming tonight. That does not matter. Divine timing is exact. Rest in the source, not in the channel. Rest in God, not in the door. Rest in divine supply, not in the appearance. Rest in the law, not in the figure. Rest in grace, not in fear. The channel may change, but the source never fails. The channel may change, but the source never fails. The channel may change, but the source never fails. And now, as the night grows softer around you, allow this one great truth to become your peace. Money is not my source. God is my unfailing and inexhaustible supply. I do not depend upon one door. The perfect channels are now open under grace. Money finds me now under grace, through perfect channels and in perfect ways. There is nothing more to chase tonight. There is nothing more to force. There is no single door upon which your destiny depends. Infinite Spirit has countless ways of bringing your good to you. Some are near, some are hidden. Some are already moving, some are opening while you sleep. The source is awake while you rest. The source is full while you feel empty. The source is clear while the mind is uncertain. The source is active while the body grows still. The source is inexhaustible. God is my unfailing and inexhaustible supply. Sleep with this truth. The channel may change, but the source never fails. Sleep with this freedom. I do not depend upon one door. Sleep with this blessing. Money finds me now under grace, through perfect channels and in perfect ways. Now let us speak of the word. For your word is the little door through which your money walks. Your word is your wand. I have said this again and again, and tonight I say it softly, because the hour is tender and the mind is near the gate of sleep. Your word is your wand. It is not merely a sound. It is not merely a sentence. It is not merely a passing remark spoken in weariness. Your word carries direction. Your word goes forth. Your word opens a way, or it closes one. Your word blesses, or it binds. Your word calls forth supply, or it repeats lack until lack seems to have authority. So tonight, before you drift into sleep, let us take the wand from the hand of fear and place it in the hand of faith. Say quietly, your word is your wand. Again, your word is your wand. And now say, my word opens the way for divine supply. Again, my word opens the way for divine supply. Many people do not know that they speak against their own good all day long. They do not mean to do it. They are not wicked. They are not foolish. They are frightened. They look upon a purse, a bill, a price, a delay, a debt, an uncertainty, and they say, I have not enough. They say, I cannot pay this. They say, I cannot afford it. They say, money never stays with me. They say, I am always behind. They say, there is no way. And because these words seem to agree with the visible appearance, they believe they are only telling the truth. But I tell you, the spoken word does more than describe the appearance. The spoken word directs the unseen. A frightened word is a messenger sent down a narrow road. A faithful word is a messenger sent before you to open the way. A word of lack says, close the gate. A word of supply says, let the appointed channel open under grace. So tonight we shall be careful with the wand. We shall not use it against the purse. We shall not use it against the household. We shall not use it against the future. We shall not use it against tomorrow. We shall not send it forth carrying fear. Say, I will not send my word against my own good. Again, I will not send my word against my own good. Again more softly, I will not send my word against my own good. This is a holy decision. It does not require noise. It does not require effort. It is a quiet turning of the soul. It is the moment in which you say, I have spoken enough of lack. I have rehearsed enough of fear. I have called money difficult long enough. I have made one channel too important. I have allowed the figures of the world to teach my tongue. Now I choose another speech. The language of lack may have been learned in childhood. It may have been heard at tables, in rooms, in shops, in worried conversations, in anxious homes. You may have heard, there is never enough. You may have heard, money is hard to get. You may have heard, everything goes out and nothing comes in. You may have heard, people like us cannot have that. You may have heard, do not expect too much. And without knowing it, you may have carried those words into your own affairs. But tonight, you are not bound by borrowed fear. Say, I withdraw every borrowed word of lack. Again, I withdraw every borrowed word of lack. Say, I speak the word of divine supply. Again, I speak the word of divine supply. The past may have spoken, but it need not speak through you tonight. The world may have spoken, but it need not have the last word. Fear may have spoken, but it is not your master. Your word is your wand, and tonight the wand is lifted in blessing. Money finds me under grace in perfect ways. Say it gently. Money finds me under grace in perfect ways. Again, money finds me under grace in perfect ways. This is a clean word. It does not chase. It does not demand. It does not injure. It does not say, I must have it by this one road. It does not say, I must force this person. It does not say, I must worry until the answer comes. It simply sends forth a faithful instruction. It opens the way for infinite spirit to bring your good by the perfect channel, in the perfect time, and in the perfect way. Now let us correct the old sentences one by one. If the mind says, I do not have enough, do not let that be the last word. Answer gently, God is my unfailing and inexhaustible supply. Again, God is my unfailing and inexhaustible supply. If the mind says, I cannot afford it, answer, divine supply provides the perfect way. Again, divine supply provides the perfect way. If the mind says, money never stays with me, answer, money is blessed as it comes, blessed as it goes, and blessed as it returns under grace. Again, money is blessed as it comes, blessed as it goes, and blessed as it returns under grace. If the mind says, I am always behind, answer, divine order brings all my affairs into perfect adjustment. Again, divine order brings all my affairs into perfect adjustment. If the mind says, there is no way, answer, Infinite Spirit opens the perfect way. Again, Infinite Spirit opens the perfect way. Do you see what is happening? You are not fighting fear with noise. You are not pretending with tension. You are simply refusing to crown the appearance as king. You are speaking from a higher law. You are letting the word of truth correct the word of fear. The old word may have been lack. The new word is supply. The old word may have been delay. The new word is divine timing. The old word may have been debt. The new word is divine adjustment. The old word may have been fear. The new word is grace. The old word may have been I cannot. The new word is Infinite Spirit can. Your word is your wand. My word opens the way for divine supply. Money finds me under grace in perfect ways. Now let the heart understand that this correction is not condemnation. I do not ask you to punish yourself for the words you have spoken in fear. Do not add blame to fear. That is another burden, and burdens do not belong in the bed tonight. If you have spoken lack, bless yourself and speak again. If you have complained, bless yourself and speak again. If you have called money difficult, bless yourself and speak again. If you have said, I am always behind, bless yourself and speak again. The law is corrected by the new word. Say, I choose again, again, I choose again. Say, I speak the word of supply. Again, I speak the word of supply. Every night gives the soul a quiet opportunity to choose again. The day may have been filled with old habits. The tongue may have repeated old fears. The mind may have run down old roads. But now the lamps are low, and the world is still, and the inner life is listening. This is a sacred hour for correcting the word. Do not carry a phrase of lack into sleep. Do not fall asleep beneath the sentence, there is not enough. Do not let the final thought of the day be, I cannot pay it. Do not give the deeper mind the command, money never stays. Do not plant the seed, I am always behind. The night receives what you give it. Give it faith, give it grace, give it supply, give it the word of divine order. Say, money finds me under grace in perfect ways. Again, money finds me under grace in perfect ways. Again, very softly, money finds me under grace in perfect ways. Let it be the last account written in the book of the day. Let it be the final sentence placed upon the mind. Let it be the word that keeps watch while the body rests. Let it be the little lamp in the window of your consciousness, telling your good where to come. My word opens the way for divine supply. Say it again. My word opens the way for divine supply. Your good does not need to hear complaints. It does not need to be called impossible. It does not need to be told that it is late, absent, difficult, or far away. Your good must be welcomed. It must be blessed. It must be given the right word. Just as one would prepare a room for an honored guest, prepare your consciousness for supply. Remove the clutter of complaint. Put away the garments of fear. Open the window of expectancy. Light the candle of gratitude. Speak the word of welcome. Say, I welcome my divine supply. Again, I welcome my divine supply. Say, the perfect channels are open. Again, the perfect channels are open. Say, money finds me under grace in perfect ways. Again, money finds me under grace in perfect ways. Some people say, but I am only being practical when I speak of lack. I say, be practical in the outer world and faithful in the inner world. Put your accounts in order when the hour comes. Pay what you can when the way is shown. Take the right action when the guidance appears. But do not make fear your language. Do not make lack your confession. Do not make poverty your prophecy. There is a difference between looking at a fact and bowing before it. There is a difference between handling an obligation and fearing it. There is a difference between wisdom and worry. There is a difference between order and panic. The spiritual student learns to say, this is the appearance, but God is the source. This is the condition, but divine order is working. This is the need, but divine supply meets every demand. This is the figure on paper, but infinite spirit is not limited by figures on paper. Say, I give the appearance no final power. Again, I give the appearance no final power. Say, God has the final word. Again, God has the final word. And what is the word? Supply, order, grace, perfect ways. Money finds me under grace in perfect ways. Now let us speak of the careless word. Many people are careful with coins, careful with papers, careful with doors, careful with garments, careful with appointments, yet careless with words. But the word is often more important than the coin, for the word sets the law in motion. The coin may be small, but the word may open a stream. The account may appear narrow, but the word may call forth a larger channel. The purse may be empty for a moment, but the word may prepare the road of supply. Be careful then, not with tension, but with reverence. Do not say, I am ruined. Say, divine order restores me. Do not say, this always happens. Say, the old pattern is dissolved under grace. Do not say, nothing changes. Say, infinite spirit is now opening the perfect way. Do not say, I am poor. Say, I am rich in divine supply, and my good comes into visible expression. Do not say, no one helps me. Say, the right people are drawn by divine order. Do not say, I am forgotten. Say, my good knows my name. Do not say, money is far away. Say, money finds me under grace in perfect ways. Let every old sentence be given a new garment. Let every word of fear be clothed in truth. Let every complaint be replaced by blessing. Let every anxious prophecy be cancelled by divine order. Say, every word of lack is now dissolved. Again, every word of lack is now dissolved. Say, the word of faith now takes its place. Again, the word of faith now takes its place. I will not send my word against my own good. Again, I will not send my word against my own good. This is especially important before sleep, for before sleep, the mind becomes like still water. A stone dropped into it sends circles far into the depths. A word dropped into it moves through the hidden places of thought. The final words of the day are not small. They go in like seeds. They are received by the inner life and carried forward into the unseen. Therefore, do not drop stones of fear into the waters of sleep. Drop seeds of supply. Money finds me under grace in perfect ways. My word opens the way for divine supply. God is my unfailing and inexhaustible supply. The perfect channels are open. All my needs are met under grace. Now let the word become slower. Money finds me under grace in perfect ways. Again, money finds me under grace in perfect ways. Again, money finds me under grace in perfect ways. There is no need to strain the affirmation. A seed is not planted by striking the earth with violence. It is placed gently and covered with trust. Speak the word gently, place it in the mind, let it sink, let it work. Do not pull it up with doubt. Do not ask it every moment whether it has taken root. A word of faith must be trusted after it is spoken. If fear returns, speak again, but speak without battle. Money finds me under grace in perfect ways. If fear rises again, speak again. Money finds me under grace in perfect ways. If fear whispers a third time, speak again. Money finds me under grace in perfect ways. The word is patient. Faith need not be loud. Truth need not argue. Divine law does not require excitement. It requires agreement. Tonight, agree with supply. Agree with divine order. Agree with grace. Agree with perfect ways. Agree that God is the source. Agree that the channels are open. Agree that your good can find you. My word opens the way for divine supply. Say it again. My word opens the way for divine supply. Now let us make the word a blessing over every area of money. Bless the income. Bless the work. Bless the hands that serve. Bless the mind that receives ideas. Bless the purse. Bless the household. Bless the accounts. Bless the obligations. Bless the bills. Bless the money that has come. Bless the money that is coming. Bless the money that goes out to serve. Bless the money that returns multiplied under grace. Say, I bless my money with the word of faith. Again, I bless my money with the word of faith. Say, my money is under divine order. Again, my money is under divine order. A blessing is a word sent ahead with light in it. When you bless money, you remove fear from it. When you bless a bill, you remove dread from it. When you bless a payment, you remove resistance from it. When you bless work, you remove resentment from it. When you bless tomorrow, you remove suspicion from it. Blessing clears the road. Complaint clouds the road. Blessing clears it. Fear tightens the hand. Blessing opens it. Resentment closes the channel. Blessing places the channel under grace. Say, I bless every channel of my supply. Again, I bless every channel of my supply. Say, the right channels are open now. Again, the right channels are open now. If a channel is not right, bless it and let it go. If a word of fear has gone before you, withdraw it and send the word of faith. If you have said, this must come through this one person, correct the word. Say, it comes through the perfect channel. If you have said, it must come by this hour, correct the word. Say, it comes in divine timing. If you have said, there is no way, correct the word. Say, infinite spirit opens the way. There is always a higher word. There is always a truer word. There is always a word under grace. Your word is your wand. Use it to open, not to close. Use it to bless, not to curse. Use it to welcome, not to repel. Use it to agree with divine supply, not with lack. I will not send my word against my own good. Again, I will not send my word against my own good. Perhaps you are lying here now, and an old phrase rises of its own accord. What if there is not enough? Do not be afraid of the phrase. Do not follow it. Do not let it build a story. Answer at once, gently and firmly. God is my unfailing and inexhaustible supply. Perhaps another phrase rises. What if the money does not come? Answer, money finds me under grace in perfect ways. Perhaps another phrase rises. What if I do not know what to do? Answer, infinite intelligence directs me clearly. Perhaps another phrase rises. What if I am too far behind? Answer, divine order brings all my affairs into perfect adjustment. Perhaps another phrase rises. What if this door closes? Answer, I do not depend upon one door. This is how one trains the tongue of the mind. The outer tongue may be still, but the inner tongue speaks continually. Before sleep, the inner tongue must be taught to bless. It must be taught the language of the kingdom. It must be taught not to repeat the marketplace of fear, but the law of God. The inner word is powerful. So say within yourself, my inner word is now a word of supply. Again, my inner word is now a word of supply. Say, my inner word is now a word of peace. Again, my inner word is now a word of peace. Say, my inner word is now a word under grace. Again, my inner word is now a word under grace. Now the mind becomes less crowded. The old phrases have less authority. The word of faith begins to take the throne. The subject of money no longer stands before you as a harsh judge. It becomes something placed under divine order. It becomes something blessed by the word. It becomes a channel through which God may express provision, care, beauty, order, generosity, and peace. My word opens the way for divine supply. Again, my word opens the way for divine supply. And now, speak the central word once more. Money finds me now, under grace, through perfect channels and in perfect ways. Again, money finds me now, under grace, through perfect channels and in perfect ways. Again, slower. Money finds me now, under grace, through perfect channels and in perfect ways. Let every part of the sentence do its work. Money finds me now. That means supply is not lost, under grace. That means it comes without strain or harm, through perfect channels. That means infinite spirit selects the way, and in perfect ways. That means the blessing is complete, clean, right, and peaceful. Now speak it again as a complete prayer. Money finds me now, under grace, through perfect channels and in perfect ways. Do not improve it with fear. Do not follow it with doubt. Do not add, but I do not see how. Do not add, but it has not happened yet. Do not add, but what if tomorrow is the same? Let the word stand. A king's command is not followed by trembling explanation. The word of faith must be allowed to stand in its own authority. It is spoken under grace, and therefore it is safe. It is spoken in perfect ways, and therefore it harms no one. It is spoken to infinite spirit, and therefore it is heard by the source. Your word is your wand. I will not send my word against my own good. My word opens the way for divine supply. Money finds me under grace in perfect ways. Again softly, your word is your wand. I will not send my word against my own good. My word opens the way for divine supply. Money finds me under grace in perfect ways. Let these words become your night instruction. If sleep comes before the sentence is finished, that is well. Let sleep take the word with it. Let the deeper mind hear what the anxious mind has forgotten. Let the body rest while the word goes before you. Let divine order arrange what fear cannot arrange. Let infinite spirit open what the hand cannot force. There is nothing more useful for you to speak tonight than the word of faith. No more words of lack, no more words of defeat, no more words of never, no more words of impossible, no more words of there is no way, no more words of I am always behind, no more words of money never stays, no more words of I cannot. The new word is here. Money finds me under grace in perfect ways. The new word is here. God is my unfailing and inexhaustible supply. The new word is here. My word opens the way for divine supply. The new word is here. I will not send my word against my own good. Now rest in the new word. Let it become quiet. Let it become simple. Let it become almost like breath. Money finds me under grace in perfect ways. Money finds me under grace in perfect ways. Money finds me under grace in perfect ways. Your word has gone forth. The way is opening. The channels are blessed. The source is inexhaustible. The night has received the seed, and money finds you now under grace, through perfect channels and in perfect ways. Now we come to the first great affirmation of this night, the sentence that may become a key in the hand of the soul, a lamp in the mind, and a quiet command sent forth into the unseen. Money finds me now under grace, through perfect channels and in perfect ways. Let it come slowly. Money finds me now under grace, through perfect channels and in perfect ways. Again, with no effort, no strain, no reaching. Money finds me now under grace, through perfect channels and in perfect ways. This is not a sentence to be forced. It is not to be spoken as one who is begging at a closed gate. It is to be spoken as one who remembers that the gate is known to infinite spirit. It is to be spoken as one who has ceased running after supply and has entered the quiet law of receiving. It is to be spoken as one who no longer makes money a master, but places money under divine order, as a servant of good. Money finds me now under grace, through perfect channels and in perfect ways. There is great meaning in the word finds. It tells the anxious mind that your good is not lost. It tells the weary heart that supply is not wandering without direction. It tells the frightened imagination that you do not have to chase money through the night, for divine intelligence knows where you are, knows what you need, knows the right channel, knows the appointed hour, and knows the perfect way. Money finds me. Say only that for a moment. Money finds me. Again, money finds me. It is not far from the law of God. It is not hidden from infinite spirit. It is not confused by your confusion. It is not delayed by the trembling of appearances. It finds you because divine order knows your name. It finds you because the source is inexhaustible. It finds you because what belongs to you by divine right cannot be lost in the world of form. Now say, money finds me under grace. Again, money finds me under grace. There is softness in that word. Under grace means without panic. Under grace means without injury. Under grace means without strain upon the heart. Under grace means without making one person your source, one door your savior, one hour your master, or one visible road the whole of divine wisdom. Under grace, money does not arrive as a burden. Under grace, money does not arrive with fear attached to it. Under grace, money does not arrive through confusion. Under grace, money does not ask you to disturb another's good. Under grace, money comes in peace, in order, in blessing, and in right relation. Money finds me under grace. Again, more softly, money finds me under grace. Now let us add the perfect channels. Money finds me now under grace, through perfect channels. Through perfect channels means not merely through the channel your anxious mind has selected. It means through the channel infinite spirit has selected. It may be one you know, or one you do not know. It may be an old channel renewed, or a new channel opened. It may be work blessed and increased. It may be a payment adjusted. It may be a right person moved at the right time. It may be an idea. It may be a letter. It may be a sale. It may be an opportunity. It may be a door so quiet that you had not noticed it until divine order opened it before you. But the channel is selected by God. Say, through perfect channels. Again, through perfect channels. And now the whole sentence. Money finds me now under grace, through perfect channels and in perfect ways. The words in perfect ways protect your peace. They do not allow you to call forth money by any harsh or fearful means. They do not allow the good to come with sorrow added to it. They do not allow the mind to accept a false blessing. In perfect ways means the supply fits the need. The path is clean. The timing is right. The people are right. The exchange is blessed. The good comes in a way that the soul can bless. Say, my money comes in perfect ways. Again, my money comes in perfect ways. Again, with the body resting. My money comes in perfect ways. Do not hurry the words. The power is not in tension. The power is in faith. Let each word have room. Let each word settle. Let each word descend into the deeper mind like a seed placed in good earth. Money finds me now under grace, through perfect channels and in perfect ways. Again, money finds me now under grace, through perfect channels and in perfect ways. Again, money finds me now under grace, through perfect channels and in perfect ways. If the mind says, but I do not see it, answer with the word. If the mind says, but I do not know how, answer with the word. If the mind says, but the channel seems closed, answer with the word. If the mind says, but tomorrow is uncertain, answer with the word. Money finds me now under grace, through perfect channels and in perfect ways. This is an answer that does not argue. It does not explain. It does not defend itself before fear. It stands quietly in spiritual authority. Fear may speak many words, but truth needs only one right word repeated in faith. Money finds me under grace. My money comes in perfect ways. Divine supply finds me now. The right channels open now. All my needs are met under grace. Let these shorter phrases become little steps down into rest. Money finds me under grace. Again. Money finds me under grace. My money comes in perfect ways. Again. My money comes in perfect ways. Divine supply finds me now. Again. Divine supply finds me now. The right channels open now. Again. The right channels open now. All my needs are met under grace. Again. All my needs are met under grace. Now breathe more quietly, and let the phrases become familiar. A phrase repeated in faith is like a path walked often through a garden. At first the grass is high, and the feet do not know the way, but with each gentle passing, the path becomes clear. The mind learns where to go. The heart learns what to believe. The old road of fear becomes less traveled. The new road of supply becomes natural. Money finds me under grace. This is the new road. My money comes in perfect ways. This is the new road. Divine supply finds me now. This is the new road. The right channels open now. This is the new road. All my needs are met under grace. This is the new road. Do not worry whether you believe perfectly. Belief grows as the word is welcomed. A frightened heart may not feel strong at first, but the word is stronger than the fear when it is chosen again and again. You need not force feeling. You need not manufacture emotion. You need only place the right word where the wrong word used to be. Where the mind once said, "There is not enough," place, "All my needs are met under grace." Where the mind once said, "Money is far away," place, "Money finds me under grace." Where the mind once said, "I do not know the channel," place, "The right channels open now." Where the mind once said, "I must force it," place, "My money comes in perfect ways." Where the mind once said, "I am alone," place, "Divine supply finds me now." Again, softly, "Divine supply finds me now. Divine supply finds me now. Divine supply finds me now." You are not hidden from your good. You are not forgotten by infinite spirit. You are not outside the law of supply. You are not beyond the reach of divine order. Your good knows the road because infinite intelligence knows the road. The appointed channel knows how to open because divine law knows how to open it. The right channels open now. Let that phrase enter the quiet of the night. The right channels open now. Again, the right channels open now. Not the wrong channels, not the strange channels, not the channels chosen by panic, not the channels that bring confusion. The right channels, the clean channels, the peaceful channels, the divinely selected channels, the channels that bless all concerned, the channels through which money comes under grace and in perfect ways. The right channels open now. There may be a channel opening while you sleep. There may be a thought forming. There may be a person being moved by divine order. There may be an answer traveling toward you. There may be a door loosening upon its hinges. There may be a way preparing itself beneath the surface of things, as roots prepare themselves under the earth before the green shoot is seen. You do not need to see the roots for the seed to be growing. You do not need to see the road for the messenger to be traveling. You do not need to see the channel for divine supply to be moving. Money finds me now under grace, through perfect channels and in perfect ways. Again, money finds me now under grace, through perfect channels and in perfect ways. Let the affirmation become a companion, not a task. Do not repeat it as though you were pushing a heavy stone. Repeat it as though you were rocking a cradle. Let it soothe you. Let it carry you. Let it wash over the tired parts of the mind. Money finds me now under grace, through perfect channels and in perfect ways. My money comes in perfect ways. All my needs are met under grace. Divine supply finds me now. The right channels open now. Money finds me under grace. Now let us take the affirmation into the household. If there is a need in the home, say over it, "All my needs are met under grace." If there is food to be provided, say, "All my needs are met under grace." If there is shelter to be maintained, say, "All my needs are met under grace." If there is clothing, care, warmth, travel, service, or any right need, say, "All my needs are met under grace." This phrase does not deny the need. It blesses the need. It places the need in divine order. It calls forth the appointed supply. It tells the mind not to bow before the appearance. All my needs are met under grace. Again, all my needs are met under grace. Again, all my needs are met under grace. Now let us take the affirmation into your work. If work has seemed uncertain, say, "The right channels open now." If increase has seemed delayed, say, "Divine supply finds me now." If the way of earning has felt narrow, say, my money comes in perfect ways. If you have wondered whether your gifts will be recognized, say, the right channels open now. If you have feared that one position or one person holds all your provision, say, money finds me now under grace, through perfect channels and in perfect ways. Your work is not outside divine order. Your skill is not forgotten. Your service is not without reward. Your perfect self-expression is known to infinite spirit, and through perfect self-expression the right supply can appear in perfect ways. Now let us take the affirmation into your debts and obligations. Do not fear them. Do not curse them. Do not make them masters. Place them under grace. Say, all my needs are met under grace. This obligation is met under grace. My money comes in perfect ways. Divine supply finds me now. The right channels open now. Again, all my needs are met under grace. This obligation is met under grace. My money comes in perfect ways. Divine supply finds me now. The right channels open now. Every obligation is subject to divine order. Every debt can be brought into divine adjustment. Every bill can be blessed. Every pressure can be removed from the mind and placed under infinite intelligence. This does not mean that you neglect outer order. It means that you no longer permit fear to rule the order. You act when action is shown. You rest when rest is shown. You speak the word at all times. Money finds me now under grace, through perfect channels and in perfect ways. Now let us take the affirmation into uncertainty. Perhaps you do not know what tomorrow brings. That is well. Tomorrow belongs to divine order. Perhaps you do not know how a sum shall appear. That is well. The how belongs to infinite intelligence. Perhaps you do not know which person, which opportunity, which idea, which door, which road shall be used. That is well. The channels belong to infinite spirit. Your word is not, I must know everything tonight. Your word is, money finds me now under grace, through perfect channels and in perfect ways. Your word is not, I must carry the whole burden. Your word is, all my needs are met under grace. Your word is not, I must force the channel. Your word is, the right channels open now. Your word is not, nothing is moving. Your word is, divine supply finds me now. Your word is not, money comes with struggle. Your word is, my money comes in perfect ways. Let these 5 affirmations circle gently now. Money finds me under grace. My money comes in perfect ways. Divine supply finds me now. The right channels open now. All my needs are met under grace. Again, money finds me under grace. My money comes in perfect ways. Divine supply finds me now. The right channels open now. All my needs are met under grace. Again, more slowly. Money finds me under grace. My money comes in perfect ways. Divine supply finds me now. The right channels open now. All my needs are met under grace. Each phrase is a little door. Money finds me under grace opens the door of receiving. My money comes in perfect ways opens the door of peace. Divine supply finds me now opens the door of trust. The right channels open now opens the door of expectancy. All my needs are met under grace opens the door of rest. Now let the central affirmation gather them all. Money finds me now under grace, through perfect channels and in perfect ways. It contains receiving, peace, trust, expectancy, and rest. It contains the source. It contains the channel. It contains the timing. It contains the protection of grace. It contains the release of fear. It contains the blessing of perfect ways. Money finds me now under grace, through perfect channels and in perfect ways. Again, money finds me now under grace, through perfect channels and in perfect ways. Do not make the affirmation too complicated. The soul at night does not need a great many arguments. It needs a simple truth. It needs a word it can carry into sleep. It needs a sentence with no thorns in it. It needs a sentence that does not wake the mind into calculation. It needs a sentence that rocks the fear to rest. Money finds me under grace. This is enough when you are tired. My money comes in perfect ways. This is enough when you are uncertain. Divine supply finds me now. This is enough when you feel forgotten. The right channels open now. This is enough when one channel seems closed. All my needs are met under grace. This is enough when the heart trembles before tomorrow, and the full word is always waiting. Money finds me now, under grace, through perfect channels and in perfect ways. Let it be written upon the inward door of sleep. Let it be the last sentence that stands at the threshold. Let it be the word that goes before you when the outer mind grows quiet. Let it be the word that answers the old fear without anger. Let it be the word that blesses the purse. Let it be the word that blesses the work. Let it be the word that blesses the household. Let it be the word that blesses the unknown road. There is no need to chase. There is no need to force. There is no need to beg. There is no need to tremble. There is no need to make one door your source. There is no need to make one person your supply. There is no need to make one delay your destiny. There is no need to make one figure your master. Money finds me now under grace, through perfect channels and in perfect ways. Again, money finds me now under grace, through perfect channels and in perfect ways. Now let the affirmation become more inward. Perhaps the lips do not move. Perhaps the body is very still. Perhaps the mind only hears the phrase as though it were coming from a quiet place within. Money finds me under grace. Money finds me under grace. Money finds me under grace. My money comes in perfect ways. My money comes in perfect ways. My money comes in perfect ways. Divine supply finds me now. Divine supply finds me now. Divine supply finds me now. The right channels open now. The right channels open now. The right channels open now. All my needs are met under grace. All my needs are met under grace. All my needs are met under grace. Now the full sentence again. Money finds me now under grace, through perfect channels and in perfect ways. Money finds me now under grace, through perfect channels and in perfect ways. Money finds me now under grace, through perfect channels and in perfect ways. If sleep begins to come, do not resist it. Let the words grow softer. Let them continue without effort. The affirmation does not need the anxious mind to guard it all night. The word has been spoken. The seed has been planted. Divine law knows how to work in silence. Money finds me now, under grace, through perfect channels and in perfect ways. Again, money finds me now, under grace, through perfect channels and in perfect ways. Once more, money finds me now, under grace, through perfect channels and in perfect ways. There is a quiet majesty in this word. It does not bow to lack. It does not quarrel with appearances. It does not shout at fear. It simply stands. It says, God is my source. Divine supply is active. The right channels are open. My good comes under grace. My needs are met. My money comes in perfect ways. Let the soul repeat it until it no longer feels like a sentence, but like an atmosphere. Money finds me under grace. Let the body rest in that atmosphere. My money comes in perfect ways. Let the heart rest in that atmosphere. Divine supply finds me now. Let the future rest in that atmosphere. The right channels open now. Let every channel rest in that atmosphere. All my needs are met under grace. Let the whole night rest in that atmosphere. The affirmation is now familiar. It is safe. It is gentle. It is strong. It belongs to you tonight. It belongs to your purse, your work, your household, your obligations, your unknown road, and your sleeping mind. Money finds me now under grace, through perfect channels and in perfect ways. Again, softer. Money finds me now under grace, through perfect channels and in perfect ways. And softer still. Money finds me now under grace, through perfect channels and in perfect ways. The word is spoken. The way is blessed. The channels are opening. The source is inexhaustible. All your needs are met under grace. And money finds you now under grace, through perfect channels and in perfect ways. Now let us speak gently of the words of lack, for they have troubled many lives, not because the soul desired poverty, but because fear had taken the tongue and used it as an instrument against the good. Tonight there is no blame. I do not come to blame you for any frightened sentence you have ever spoken. I do not ask you to look back upon your words with sorrow or harshness. Fear has trained many tongues. Anxiety has taught many people to speak as though lack were law. The world has taught them to say, there is not enough, and they have believed they were being wise. But now we learn a higher wisdom. We learn the wisdom of the words spoken under grace. Say softly, I withdraw every frightened word. Again, I withdraw every frightened word. And again, as though the words were being gathered back from every road where fear once sent them, I withdraw every frightened word. There is great mercy in this. The spiritual law does not ask you to be condemned by yesterday's language. It asks you to choose again. It asks you to stop giving authority to the old sentence. It asks you to lift your word out of fear and place it in divine supply. If you have said, I cannot afford it, do not carry that sentence into sleep. Withdraw it. If you have said, money never stays with me, do not let that become the law of your house. Withdraw it. If you have said, I am always behind, do not let the night receive that seed. Withdraw it. If you have said, there is no way, Do not allow those words to stand at the gate of tomorrow. Withdraw them. Say, I cancel every word of lack. Again, I cancel every word of lack. Again, quietly and firmly, I cancel every word of lack. This cancellation is not an act of violence. It is not strain. It is a spiritual correction. Just as one may erase a wrong figure from a page and write the true one, so may the soul erase a wrong word from consciousness and write the word of faith. Fear wrote, there is no way. Faith writes, infinite spirit opens the perfect way. Fear wrote, money is hard. Faith writes, money finds me under grace in perfect ways. Fear wrote, I am behind. Faith writes, divine order brings all my affairs into perfect adjustment. You may begin again tonight. Let this comfort you deeply. You may begin again tonight. No matter how many years the tongue has spoken the old phrases, the word can be changed now. No matter how often the mind has repeated lack, the mind can receive the word of supply now. No matter how many times you have fallen asleep beneath a thought of fear, tonight you may fall asleep beneath a thought of grace. I speak only the word of divine supply. Say this gently. I speak only the word of divine supply. Again, I speak only the word of divine supply. Now let us examine the common words of lack, not to fear them, but to remove their authority. There is the phrase, I cannot afford it. Many speak it as though it were a practical word. They speak it at the shop, at the table, in the household, in conversation, in the secret thought. They say it so often that the mind begins to build a little prison around it. But this phrase does not merely describe an appearance, it instructs expectation to remain small. Do not say, I cannot afford it, as the final word. Say, divine supply provides the perfect way. Again, divine supply provides the perfect way. Say, God is my unfailing and inexhaustible supply. Again, God is my unfailing and inexhaustible supply. If an expense is not yours by divine right, divine wisdom can turn you from it peacefully. If it is yours by divine right, divine supply can provide the perfect way for it. You need not speak lack over every desire, every need, every obligation, or every opportunity. You may place it under grace. You may say, if this is mine by divine right, the way is supplied. If it is not mine, something better is selected for me. This is not lack. This is divine order. Now there is the phrase, money never stays with me. This is a heavy sentence. It makes money a visitor without blessing. It tells money to come and go without harmony. It trains the heart to expect loss. Many say it with a sigh, as though money were a disloyal friend. But money is not to be cursed as it moves. Money is to be blessed in its circulation. Do not say, money never stays with me. Say, money is blessed as it comes, blessed as it goes, and blessed as it returns under grace. Again, money is blessed as it comes, blessed as it goes, and blessed as it returns under grace. Say, my money is under divine order. Again, my money is under divine order. Money that goes out to meet a right need is not an enemy. Money that pays for shelter, food, warmth, service, care, duty, travel, or any right obligation is not deserting you. Bless it, bless its going, bless its service, bless its return. Say, this money goes forth to bless, and it returns to me multiplied under grace. Then you have not sent money away under sorrow. You have sent it forth under divine order. Now there is the phrase, I am always behind. How many have gone to sleep beneath those words? They are words of pursuit. They make life appear as though it is always ahead, and the soul is always running after it. They place tomorrow in the position of an enemy. They make each obligation a pursuer. They give the heart no place to rest. Do not say, I am always behind. Say, divine order brings all my affairs into perfect adjustment. Again, divine order brings all my affairs into perfect adjustment. Say, my affairs are in divine order now. Again, my affairs are in divine order now. You may have outer affairs to arrange. You may have accounts to put in order. You may have right actions to take. But do not clothe the whole life in the sentence, I am behind. That is not your spiritual name. That is not your divine condition. That is a passing appearance, and appearances change when divine order is recognized. Say, I am not behind in divine mind. Again, I am not behind in divine mind. Say, divine timing restores all things. Again, divine timing restores all things. There is no frantic clock in divine mind. There is an appointed hour, an appointed action, an appointed channel, an appointed adjustment. When you place your affairs under divine order, the scattered things begin to gather. The tangled things begin to loosen. The delayed things begin to move according to divine timing. The confused things begin to find their proper place. My money is under divine order. Again, my money is under divine order. Now there is the phrase, there is no way. This is one of the most dangerous phrases of all, because it attempts to close the whole universe with one human sentence. It says, because I cannot see the road does not exist. It says, because my mind cannot solve the matter tonight, infinite intelligence has no solution. It says, because one door is closed, all doors are closed. Do not say, there is no way. Say, infinite spirit opens the perfect way. Again, infinite spirit opens the perfect way. Say, the way is open under grace. Again, the way is open under grace. The way may not be the way you planned. The way may not come through the channel your anxiety selected. The way may not appear at the hour your fear demanded, but the way exists in divine mind before it appears in human sight. The root exists beneath the soil before the green leaf is seen. The tide moves before it reaches the shore. The answer forms before it is held in the hand. Infinite spirit opens the perfect way. Now say the full correction. I cancel every word of lack. I speak only the word of divine supply. My money is under divine order. Money finds me under grace in perfect ways. Again, I cancel every word of lack. I speak only the word of divine supply. My money is under divine order. Money finds me under grace in perfect ways. Let these sentences become quiet and strong. They are not noisy. They do not argue with fear. They simply replace it. That is the power of the right word. A room need not fight darkness. A lamp is lit, and darkness is gone. You need not fight lack with strain. Speak the word of supply, and let the old word lose its authority. I withdraw every frightened word. I cancel every word of lack. I speak only the word of divine supply. My money is under divine order. Again, softer. I withdraw every frightened word. I cancel every word of lack. I speak only the word of divine supply. My money is under divine order. Now let us become very tender with the frightened self. There may be a part of you that still feels afraid. It may say, but I have bills. Bless it. It may say, but I have debts. Bless it. It may say, but I have been disappointed. Bless it. It may say, but I have spoken lack so long. Bless it. Fear does not need your hatred. It needs correction. Speak to it as one would speak to a frightened child in the night. Say, dear fear, you are not my master. Again, dear fear, you are not my master. Say, divine supply has the final word. Again, divine supply has the final word. Fear may knock, but it need not enter. Fear may speak, but it need not finish the sentence. Fear may bring an old phrase to the surface, but you may answer with the word of God. The moment fear says, there is not enough, answer, God is my unfailing and inexhaustible supply. The moment fear says, I cannot afford it, answer, divine supply provides the perfect way. The moment fear says, money never stays, answer, money is blessed as it comes, blessed as it goes, and blessed as it returns under grace. The moment fear says, I am always behind, answer, divine order brings all my affairs into perfect adjustment. The moment fear says, there is no way, answer, infinite spirit opens the perfect way. This is the practice, not strain, not panic, not denial of responsibility, but the substitution of truth for fear. I speak only the word of divine supply. Again, I speak only the word of divine supply. During the day, the tongue may have been careless. Tonight, the tongue becomes holy. During the day, the mind may have repeated the world's phrases. Tonight, the mind receives the language of divine order. During the day, money may have seemed surrounded by dread. Tonight, money is surrounded by blessing. Say, my money is surrounded by blessing. Again, my money is surrounded by blessing. Say, my money is under divine order. Again, my money is under divine order. Let every part of your financial life be placed beneath this word. Your income is under divine order. Your obligations are under divine order. Your debts are under divine order. Your bills are under divine order. Your work is under divine order. Your gifts are under divine order. Your decisions are under divine order. Your giving is under divine order. Your receiving is under divine order. Your future is under divine order. There is no place where lack is law when divine order is recognized. Say, there is no lack in divine mind. Again, there is no lack in divine mind. Say, and divine mind is my supply. Again, and divine mind is my supply. Now remember that a word of lack often wears the garments of habit. It may arise quickly. Without your choosing, you may see a price and the old phrase appears. You may see a bill and the old phrase appears. You may think of tomorrow and the old phrase appears. This does not mean you have failed. It means a habit has spoken, and habits are changed by repetition of the new word. Do not condemn yourself. Choose again. Say, I choose again. Again, I choose again. Now say, money finds me under grace in perfect ways. Again, money finds me under grace in perfect ways. The old word may say never. The new word says under grace. The old word may say impossible. The new word says perfect ways. The old word may say too late. The new word says divine timing. The old word may say no one. The new word says the right people. The old word may say no channel. The new word says perfect channels. The old word may say not enough. The new word says God is my supply. Let the new word become stronger by use. A path becomes clear by walking it. A phrase becomes living by speaking it. A truth becomes natural by returning to it. Each time you choose the word of divine supply, the old pathway of lack grows weaker. I cancel every word of lack. Again, I cancel every word of lack. There may have been words spoken by others over your money. Someone may have told you that you would always struggle. Someone may have called prosperity selfish. Someone may have spoken fear into your childhood. Someone may have said that money is only trouble. Someone may have said that people of your house, your family, your station, your past, your age, your condition, or your circumstance cannot prosper. Do not accept those words as law. No human word of limitation is stronger than divine supply. Say, I withdraw every word of lack spoken over me. Again, I withdraw every word of lack spoken over me. Say, no word of limitation has power over my divine good. Again, no word of limitation has power over my divine good. Your good is not governed by the frightened speech of another. Your supply is not limited by family fear, neighborhood fear, old conversation, social opinion, or memories of lack. Infinite Spirit is your source. The Word of God is your foundation. Divine order is your law. Now speak for yourself. I speak only the word of divine supply. Again, I speak only the word of divine supply. Say, my money is under divine order. Again, my money is under divine order. Perhaps you have spoken of money with resentment. You may have said, everything costs too much. You may have said, money goes out too quickly. You may have said, I hate dealing with money. You may have said, money brings trouble. These words place resistance around supply. Tonight, release them. Money is not your enemy. Money is not your God. Money is not your fear. Money is a servant of divine order. Say, I bless money as a servant of good. Again, I bless money as a servant of good. Say, I no longer speak resentment over money. Again, I no longer speak resentment over money. To bless money is to put it in its right place. It may come, and you bless it. It may go, and you bless it. It may return, and you bless it. It may be used for a right need, and you bless the need. It may pay an obligation, and you bless the obligation. It may circulate, and you bless its circulation. The word of blessing opens the channel. The word of resentment narrows it. Therefore say, I bless the circulation of money. Again, I bless the circulation of money. Say, money circulates in divine order. Again, money circulates in divine order. Now let us bless the purse. Whether it seems full or empty, do not speak shame over it. Do not speak fear over it. Say, my purse is blessed under divine order. Again, my purse is blessed under divine order. Let us bless the accounts, whether they seem large or small. My accounts are blessed under divine order. Again, my accounts are blessed under divine order. Let us bless the work. My work is blessed under divine order. Again, my work is blessed under divine order. Let us bless the household. My household is blessed under divine order. Again, my household is blessed under divine order. Let us bless tomorrow. Tomorrow is blessed under divine order. Again, tomorrow is blessed under divine order. Now the word has changed. Where fear once spoke, blessing is speaking. Where lack once prophesied, supply is declaring. Where the old sentence said, there is no way, the new sentence says, Infinite Spirit opens the perfect way. Where the old sentence said, I cannot, the new sentence says, God can. Where the old sentence said, money never stays, the new sentence says, money is blessed and returns multiplied under grace. I withdraw every frightened word. I cancel every word of lack. I speak only the word of divine supply. My money is under divine order. Let these be spoken again, more slowly. I withdraw every frightened word. I cancel every word of lack. I speak only the word of divine supply. My money is under divine order. Now, as sleep approaches, do not review the financial fear of the day. Do not count the old words. Do not rehearse the old story. Do not say, I have always struggled. Do not say, this is how it always is. Do not say, nothing ever changes. A story repeated becomes a garment. Do not wear the old garment into sleep. Put on the garment of divine supply. Say, the old story of lack is finished. Again, the old story of lack is finished. Say, a new word of supply begins now. Again, a new word of supply begins now. This new word does not need to be complicated. The mind at night must not be burdened with many explanations. Give it a simple truth. Money finds me under grace in perfect ways. Again, money finds me under grace in perfect ways. Give it another. God is my unfailing and inexhaustible supply. Again, God is my unfailing and inexhaustible supply. Give it another. All my needs are met under grace. Again, all my needs are met under grace. Give it another. My money is under divine order. Again, my money is under divine order. These are quiet words, but they are strong. They do not shout, yet they command the inner life. They do not strain, yet they open the way. They do not plead, yet they receive. They do not argue with lack, yet lack loses its throne. Now let the body soften around the new word. Let the shoulders release every sentence of I must do it all. Let the hands release every sentence of I must hold on in fear. Let the heart release every sentence of I am alone. Let the mind release every sentence of there is no way. Say, I release the language of fear. Again, I release the language of fear. Say, I receive the language of divine supply. Again, I receive the language of divine supply. Language is a house for thought. If you live in the words of lack, the mind feels poor even when good is near. If you live in the words of divine supply, the mind becomes a prepared place for prosperity. Tonight, you move houses. You leave the old house of fear. You enter the house of grace. In this house, the words are different. In this house, we say, God is my supply. In this house, we say, money finds me under grace. In this house, we say, the right channels are open. In this house, we say, all my needs are met. In this house, we say, my money is under divine order. In this house, we say, I speak only the word of divine supply. Let the house of grace be quiet now. Let its windows be open to good. Let its door be marked with blessing. Let no old word of fear enter and sit at the table. Let lack knock if it must, but do not invite it in. If it knocks, answer with the word, I cancel every word of lack. If it knocks again, answer, God is my unfailing and inexhaustible supply. If it knocks again, answer, money finds me under grace in perfect ways. Now there is peace in the house. The old words are not welcome here. The old fears are not rulers here. The old predictions are not law here. Divine supply is law here. Divine order is law here. Grace is law here. Say, grace is the law of my supply. Again, grace is the law of my supply. Say, divine order is the law of my money. Again, divine order is the law of my money. Now let us return to the principal correction. Do not merely stop speaking lack. Replace it. An empty space may be filled again by fear if truth is not placed there. So each time a phrase of lack is removed, place a phrase of divine supply in its place. Instead of I cannot afford it, place divine supply provides the perfect way. Instead of money never stays, place money is blessed and returns under grace. Instead of I am always behind, place divine order adjusts all my affairs. Instead of there is no way, place infinite spirit opens the perfect way. Instead of nothing changes, place divine order is working now. Instead of no one helps me, place the right people are moved by divine order. Instead of I am afraid, place I rest in divine supply. Instead of what if I lose, place what is mine by divine right cannot be lost. Instead of I do not know how, place infinite intelligence knows the way. Instead of it is impossible, place with God the perfect way is already known. Now speak the central word again. Money finds me now under grace, through perfect channels and in perfect ways. Again, money finds me now under grace, through perfect channels and in perfect ways. Again softly, money finds me now under grace, through perfect channels and in perfect ways. There is no lack in that sentence. There is no fear in that sentence. There is no harshness in that sentence. It is a sentence of divine supply, divine order, perfect channels, perfect ways, and grace. Let it cleanse the inner speech. Let it quiet the old habit. Let it correct the careless word. Let it bless the mind before sleep. I withdraw every frightened word. I cancel every word of lack. I speak only the word of divine supply. My money is under divine order. Again, I withdraw every frightened word. I cancel every word of lack. I speak only the word of divine supply. My money is under divine order. Now the word has been corrected. The night is no longer being asked to carry fear. Tomorrow is no longer being cursed before it arrives. Money is no longer being called difficult, absent, disloyal, or impossible. Supply is being welcomed. Divine order is being invoked. Infinite spirit is being recognized as source. The soul may rest after such a correction. It does not have to be perfect in its speech forever in order to begin tonight. It only has to choose again now. And if fear speaks again later in the night, choose again then. If fear speaks tomorrow, choose again tomorrow. Each correction opens the channel more widely. Each blessing clears the way. Each faithful sentence sends a messenger ahead. Say, my word goes before me and prepares the way. Again, my word goes before me and prepares the way. Say, my word is now a word of supply. Again, my word is now a word of supply. And now, as the room becomes quieter and the mind becomes softer, take only the new word with you. Do not take, I cannot afford it. Take, divine supply provides. Do not take, money never stays. Take, money returns under grace. Do not take, I am always behind. Take, divine order adjusts. Do not take, there is no way. Take, infinite spirit opens the way. Do not take fear, take faith. Do not take lack, take supply. Do not take the old story, take the new word. Money finds me under grace in perfect ways. Again, money finds me under grace in perfect ways. Again, slower, money finds me under grace in perfect ways. My money is under divine order. My words are under divine order. My thoughts are under divine order. My household is under divine order. My future is under divine order. God is my unfailing and inexhaustible supply. I speak only the word of divine supply. Now rest. There is no need to repeat the problem. There is no need to recite the lack. There is no need to give fear another speech. The word has been changed. The old word is withdrawn. The lack word is cancelled. The supply word is spoken. Money finds you now under grace, through perfect channels and in perfect ways. Now let us speak again of the channel and the source, for this is one of the deepest places where fear hides. The channel is never the source. Say this softly within yourself. The channel is never the source. Again, the channel is never the source. A channel may be blessed. A channel may be useful. A channel may be divinely appointed for a season. A channel may bring money, work, assistance, opportunity, introduction, favor, payment, employment, inheritance, sale, or increase. But no channel, however good, is God. No channel, however familiar, is the fountain. No channel, however important it seems tonight, has the power to close the treasury of infinite spirit. God is the source. Infinite spirit is the source. Divine supply is the source. Money is a form. Work is a form. A person is a form. A payment is a form. A customer is a form. A business is a form. A letter is a form. A door is a form. A visible opportunity is a form. These forms may be used by divine intelligence, but they are not the origin of your good. When the soul forgets this, anxiety begins. It says this one payment must arrive. It says this one person must answer. It says this one employment must remain. It says this one customer must buy. It says this one promise must be kept. It says this one inheritance must come. It says this one business must succeed. It says this one opportunity must open. And then the whole heart becomes bound to one visible channel, as though God had no other way. But infinite spirit has ways I cannot see. Say that gently. Infinite spirit has ways I cannot see. Do not hurry past this sentence. Let it become wide within you. It opens the little room of fear and shows the soul a larger field. Infinite spirit has ways I cannot see. The anxious mind sees one road and trembles if that road is blocked. Divine intelligence sees all roads. The anxious mind sees one door and weeps if that door is closed. Divine intelligence knows the secret door. The anxious mind waits upon one person and suffers if that person is silent. Divine order moves the right person at the right time. I do not make one channel my source. Say it softly now. I do not make one channel my source. Again, I do not make one channel my source. This is a holy release. It does not curse the channel. It does not reject the channel. It does not say the channel cannot be blessed. It simply removes from the channel the burden of being God. No person should have to be your God. No employer should have to be your God. No customer should have to be your God. No payment should have to be your God. No business should have to be your God. No one letter, one promise, one sale, one opportunity, or one purse should have to be the source of your peace. When you make a channel your source, you become a servant of that channel. You watch it, you fear it, you resent it, you cling to it, you bow before it. You imagine its failure before it fails. You give your sleep to it, you give your peace to it, you give your inner throne to it. But the throne belongs to God. Say, God is my unfailing and inexhaustible supply. Again, God is my unfailing and inexhaustible supply. And now, I release every channel to divine order. Again, I release every channel to divine order. Let this sentence move through all your affairs. I release every channel to divine order. I release the known channels. I release the unknown channels. I release the delayed channels. I release the silent channels. I release the uncertain channels. I release the channels I have loved. I release the channels I have feared. I release the channels I have tried to force. I release every channel to divine order. This does not mean your good is released away from you. No, it means fear is released from your good. Pressure is released from your good. Narrowness is released from your good. The anxious command that says, it must come this way, is released. And when that is released, divine intelligence may act more freely in your consciousness. Say, I release every channel to divine order. I do not make one channel my source. Infinite Spirit has ways I cannot see. The perfect channel is now open. Again, softly, I release every channel to divine order. I do not make one channel my source. Infinite Spirit has ways I cannot see. The perfect channel is now open. Now let us take one channel at a time and put it in its rightful place. If your mind has been fixed upon employment, bless the employment, bless the work, bless the place, bless the people, bless the wages, bless the opportunity to serve, bless the skill within you. But do not make employment your source. Employment is a channel. God is the source. Say, my work is blessed, but my work is not my source. Again, my work is blessed, but my work is not my source. Now say, God is my unfailing and inexhaustible supply. If that employment is yours by divine right, it will be blessed, increased, stabilized, or renewed under grace. If it is not the full expression of your divine good, then infinite intelligence will open the next right channel. You need not cling to a position with fear. You may bless your work, do your right part, speak the word, and rest in divine order. The perfect channel is now open. Say it gently. The perfect channel is now open. If your mind has been fixed upon a customer or a client, bless that person, bless the exchange, bless the service, bless the goods, bless the right agreement. But do not make one customer your source. If that customer is appointed, the transaction will be made under grace. If not, the right customer, the right buyer, the right patron, the right person, the right exchange, and the right channel will appear in divine order. Say, I bless every customer, and release every customer to divine order. Again, I bless every customer, and release every customer to divine order. Now say, the right customers are drawn to me under grace. Again, the right customers are drawn to me under grace. Do not wait upon one soul as though they carried all the keys of heaven. Infinite Spirit has many keys. One person may be a channel, but the channel is never the source. A person may say yes, a person may say no, a person may be delayed, a person may forget, a person may change. But God does not forget. God does not change. God does not run out of roads because one person has not answered. Infinite Spirit has ways I cannot see. Again, Infinite Spirit has ways I cannot see. If your mind has been fixed upon one payment, bless the payment. Bless the one who owes it. Bless the one who sends it. Bless the road by which it comes. Bless its safe arrival. But do not say, if this payment does not come tonight, my supply is lost. Your supply is not lost. That payment may be a channel, and if it is divinely appointed, it will come under grace. But God is not limited to that one payment. Say, this payment is blessed and placed under divine order. Again, this payment is blessed and placed under divine order. Now say, no delay can rob me of my divinely appointed good. Again, no delay can rob me of my divinely appointed good. A delayed payment is not delayed God. A delayed answer is not a silent source. A delayed channel is not a closed heaven. Do not make the delay your master. Put it under grace. Put the person under grace. Put the sum under grace. Put the time under grace. Put the whole matter under grace. Money finds me now under grace, through perfect channels and in perfect ways. If your mind has been fixed upon an inheritance, bless it and release it. Bless the family, bless the estate, bless the rightful order, bless the adjustment, bless every person concerned. But do not make inheritance your source. God is your inheritance. Divine supply is your inheritance. Infinite Spirit may use that channel if it is right, But if one channel is entangled, divine intelligence has other channels, clean channels, peaceful channels, channels you have not imagined. Say, I release this inheritance to divine order. Again, I release this inheritance to divine order. Now say, what belongs to me by divine right comes to me under grace. Again, what belongs to me by divine right comes to me under grace. There is no need to quarrel in thought. There is no need to lie awake rehearsing what another should do. There is no need to build resentment around a channel. Resentment binds the mind to the channel. Blessing releases it. When you bless, you give God room in your own consciousness. I release every channel to divine order. Again, I release every channel to divine order. If your mind has been fixed upon a business, bless the business, bless its purpose, bless its accounts, bless its customers, bless its work, bless its increase, bless its right management, bless its divine plan, but do not make one business your source. A business can be a blessed instrument of prosperity. It can be a noble channel of service. It can be a place where perfect self-expression and supply meet, but it is still a channel. The source is infinite spirit. Say, my business is blessed under divine order. Again, my business is blessed under divine order. Now say, my business is a channel, and God is the source. Again, my business is a channel, and God is the source. If this business is yours by divine right, it is prospered, guided, protected, and brought into perfect order. If a method within it is not right, it is adjusted. If a channel within it is not right, it is replaced. If an idea is needed, it is revealed. If a person is needed, they are brought. If a door is needed, it is opened. If rest is needed, it is given. If action is needed, it is shown. The perfect channel is now open. The perfect channel is now open. The perfect channel is now open. If your mind has been fixed upon a single opportunity, bless it, but do not worship it. Do not say, this opportunity alone can save me. No opportunity is your savior. Infinite spirit is your source. If this opportunity is yours by divine right, it cannot pass you by. If it is not yours by divine right, it cannot satisfy you even if you force it. Divine selection chooses rightly. Say, I bless this opportunity and release it to divine order. Again, I bless this opportunity and release it to divine order. Now say, the perfect opportunity is selected for me under grace. Again, the perfect opportunity is selected for me under grace. There is a kind of fear that calls itself urgency. It says, take this quickly, grasp this quickly, force this quickly. There may never be another. But under that urgency is the belief in lack. Divine supply does not speak with panic. Divine guidance may be swift, but it is not frantic. It may say, go now, but it does not scream with terror. It carries peace, even when it asks for courage. Do not confuse panic with guidance. Panic tightens. Guidance steadies. Panic says, there is only this. Guidance says, this is the way. Panic fears loss. Guidance rests in God. Therefore, when one channel seems to demand your whole peace, step back inwardly and say, I do not make one channel my source. Again, I do not make one channel my source. Now say, Infinite Spirit has ways I cannot see. Again, Infinite Spirit has ways I cannot see. This is not passivity, it is openness. It is not indifference, it is trust. It is not neglect, it is right relation. You may still act, you may write the letter, you may go to the appointment, you may make the inquiry, you may put your accounts in order, you may speak the word that must be spoken, you may accept the door that opens, but you do not act as one abandoned by God. You act as one guided by God. There is a great difference between action from fear and action from divine order. Action from fear runs to one channel and says, you must save me. Action from divine order blesses the channel and says, if this is the appointed way, it opens under grace. Action from fear clutches. Action from divine order receives. Action from fear speaks too soon. Action from divine order speaks at the right time. Action from fear agrees too low. Action from divine order accepts only what is right by divine right. I release every channel to divine order. Say it again. I release every channel to divine order. Let it include the channel you fear losing. Let it include the channel you are waiting upon. Let it include the channel that has disappointed you. Let it include the channel that seems closed. Let it include the channel you have made too important. Let it include the channel you secretly resent. Let it include the channel you wish to force. Let it include every visible and invisible channel. I release every channel to divine order. Now let the heart become wide. Picture, if you will, not one little door, but a great house with many doors. The anxious mind has been standing before one door, pressing its ear to the wood, asking, will it open? Will it open? Will it open? It has not noticed the windows filled with light. It has not noticed the corridor turning. It has not noticed the quiet door behind it. It has not noticed that infinite intelligence holds the plan of the whole house. So turn from the one door, not with bitterness, but with faith. Say, I do not depend upon one door. Again, I do not depend upon one door. Now say, the appointed door opens under grace. Again, the appointed door opens under grace. You are not giving up your good. You are giving up the fear that your good can come only by one path. You are not refusing money. You are refusing bondage to one channel. You are not rejecting opportunity. You are accepting divine selection. You are not losing. You are becoming free. The channel may change, but the source never fails. Again, the channel may change, but the source never fails. One of the great mistakes of the human mind is to mourn the changing channel as though the source had died. A position changes, and the soul says, my supply is gone. A customer changes, and the soul says, my increase is gone. A plan changes, and the soul says, my future is gone. A person changes, and the soul says, my help is gone. But none of these is the source. The source remains, God remains, infinite spirit remains, divine supply remains, the unseen treasury remains, the law remains. Say, the source remains. Again, the source remains. And now, God is my unfailing and inexhaustible supply. Again, God is my unfailing and inexhaustible supply. If one cup breaks, the spring remains. If one road closes, the country remains. If one lamp goes out, the sun remains. If one messenger delays, the king remains. If one channel changes, the source remains. This is why the soul may sleep. The soul cannot sleep while it believes that all good depends upon one fragile channel. But the soul can rest when it remembers that the source is infinite. It can rest when it no longer crowns a person, a payment, a business, a position, or an opportunity as lord over its peace. It can rest when it says, I release every channel to divine order. I do not make one channel my source. Infinite spirit has ways I cannot see. The perfect channel is now open. Let us repeat this slowly. I release every channel to divine order. I do not make one channel my source. Infinite spirit has ways I cannot see. The perfect channel is now open. Again, I release every channel to divine order. I do not make one channel my source. Infinite spirit has ways I cannot see. The perfect channel is now open. Again, more softly, I release every channel to divine order. I do not make one channel my source. Infinite spirit has ways I cannot see. The perfect channel is now open. Now think of the channel that has occupied the most room in your mind. Perhaps it is a payment. Perhaps it is a person. Perhaps it is work. Perhaps it is a business. Perhaps it is an inheritance. Perhaps it is an opportunity. Perhaps it is one door, one answer, one letter, one decision. Do not resist it. Do not fear it. Bring it into the light of divine order. Say, this channel is blessed. This channel is released. This channel is not my source. If it is right, it opens under grace. If it is not right, the perfect channel appears. Again, this channel is blessed. This channel is released. This channel is not my source. If it is right, it opens under grace. If it is not right, the perfect channel appears. Now let it go from the grip of the hand. Let it remain in the care of infinite spirit. You may still receive through it. You may still be guided concerning it, but you no longer suffer beneath it. It is not your master. It is not your God. It is not your peace. It is a channel under divine order. How quiet the heart becomes when it no longer has to make one channel behave. How weary the soul has been from trying to push supply through a narrow opening. How much strength has been spent imagining that if one road does not open, all good is lost. But now the road belongs to God. The channel belongs to God. The timing belongs to God. The method belongs to God. The supply belongs to God. Say, the method belongs to infinite intelligence. Again, the method belongs to infinite intelligence. Say, the timing belongs to divine order. Again, the timing belongs to divine order. Say, the supply belongs to God. Again, the supply belongs to God. And now, I am free to receive through perfect channels. Again, I am free to receive through perfect channels. There is no need to dictate the channel tonight. The human mind is too tired for that work. It does not know enough. It sees too little. It remembers too much fear. It clings to old forms because it cannot yet see new ones. It chooses from what appears possible, but infinite intelligence is not confined to what appears possible. Infinite intelligence knows the hidden channel, the prepared person, the quiet idea, the forgotten asset, the delayed payment, the new work, the right introduction, the unforeseen adjustment, the sudden opening, the right words spoken at the right hour. Infinite Spirit has ways I cannot see. Again, Infinite Spirit has ways I cannot see. Say it until the mind stops insisting that the visible world is the whole world. Infinite Spirit has ways I cannot see. Now rest in the invisible activity of good. There are movements of divine order that are not yet visible. A letter may not yet be in your hand, but the answer may already be forming. A door may not yet be open, but the hinge may already be loosening. A person may not yet have spoken, but the thought may already be moving in their mind. A channel may not yet be recognized, but divine intelligence may already be preparing it. The unseen is not empty. The unseen is not idle. The unseen is not against you. The unseen is the workshop of divine order. Say, the unseen is working under grace. Again, the unseen is working under grace. Now say, the perfect channel is now open. Again, the perfect channel is now open, and again, the perfect channel is now open. Do not strain to see it. Do not sit up in the bed of the mind and look down every road. Do not demand that the answer appear before sleep will be allowed. Let the word open the way. Let the law work. Let the unseen arrange. Let the source be source. The perfect channel is now open, not the forced channel, not the fearful channel, not the narrow channel, not the channel selected by panic. The perfect channel, the clean channel, the peaceful channel, the right channel, the divinely selected channel, the channel that blesses all concerned, the channel through which money finds you under grace and in perfect ways. Now let us bless every old channel. Bless the channels that have served you. Bless the work that has paid you. Bless the people who have helped you. Bless the customers who have come. Bless the payments that have arrived. Bless the opportunities that have opened. Bless the doors that have sheltered you. Bless the forms through which supply has appeared. Gratitude keeps the heart free from resentment. Say, I bless every channel that has served me. Again, I bless every channel that has served me. Now let us bless every changing channel. Bless the work that changes. Bless the person who delays. Bless the opportunity that shifts. Bless the door that closes. Bless the payment that waits. Bless the business that is being adjusted. Bless every moving part of your financial life. What changes under grace may be changing into a better order. Say, I bless every changing channel. Again, I bless every changing channel. Now let us welcome every new channel prepared by Infinite Spirit. Say, I welcome the perfect channels of divine supply. Again, I welcome the perfect channels of divine supply. Say, the perfect channel is now open. Again, the perfect channel is now open. This is not mere repetition. It is the training of consciousness. You are training the mind not to clutch. You are training the heart not to fear one delay. You are training the word not to bind itself to one form. You are training the soul to look to God as source and to let channels be channels. I do not make one channel my source. Again, I do not make one channel my source. The person who knows this has a deep advantage in peace. She may work, but she does not worship work. She may receive money, but she does not worship money. She may appreciate a customer, but she does not worship the customer. She may expect a payment, but she does not worship the payment. She may accept an opportunity, but she does not worship the opportunity. She may use a channel, but she does not bow to it. She bows only to God. God is my unfailing and inexhaustible supply. Again, God is my unfailing and inexhaustible supply. When this is truly known, fear loses much of its argument. It may say, this person has not answered. You answer, no person is my source. It may say, this payment has not arrived. You answer, no payment is my source. It may say, this job is uncertain. You answer, no position is my source. It may say, this opportunity may pass. You answer, no opportunity can take from me what belongs to me by divine right. It may say, this door is closed. You answer, I do not depend upon one door. Let the answers become simple. No person is my source. No payment is my source. No position is my source. No opportunity is my source. No door is my source. God is my source. Again, no person is my source. No payment is my source. No position is my source. No opportunity is my source. No door is my source. God is my source. Now the fear has less to hold. The mind is no longer tied to one name. The heart is no longer tied to one sum. The body is no longer tight around one answer. The night is no longer ruled by one channel. The perfect channel is now open. Say it softly. The perfect channel is now open. Again, the perfect channel is now open. Perhaps the perfect channel is the same one you have been watching, but opened under grace instead of pressure. Perhaps the perfect channel is a new one, cleaner and easier than you expected. Perhaps the perfect channel is first an idea, then an action, then a door. Perhaps the perfect channel is first peace, then guidance, then money. Do not despise the first form of supply, because it does not yet appear as coin. Guidance is supply. Wisdom is supply. Right action is supply. A clear word is supply. Courage is supply. Peace is supply. A divine appointment is supply. Money follows divine order, and divine order may begin as a quiet knowing. So if you wake tomorrow with a clear thought, bless it. If you feel drawn to take a simple action, bless it. If you are guided to wait, bless the waiting. If you are guided to speak, bless the speaking. If you are guided to release, bless the release. If you are guided to accept, bless the acceptance. The channel may open through peace before it opens through money. Say, I am guided to the perfect channel. Again, I am guided to the perfect channel. Now say, money finds me now under grace, through perfect channels and in perfect ways. Again, money finds me now under grace, through perfect channels and in perfect ways. There is nothing more that must be forced tonight. The channels are in divine order. The source is inexhaustible. The person is released. The payment is released. The job is released. The customer is released. The business is released. The inheritance is released. The opportunity is released. The door is released. The way is released to infinite intelligence. I release every channel to divine order. I do not make one channel my source. Infinite spirit has ways I cannot see. The perfect channel is now open. Again, softer. I release every channel to divine order. I do not make one channel my source. Infinite spirit has ways I cannot see. The perfect channel is now open. Let these words become the release of the night. Let them loosen the hand. Let them soften the forehead. Let them calm the breath. Let them quiet the inner watching. You do not have to watch the channel all night. You do not have to keep one person awake in your thoughts. You do not have to guard one door with fear. You do not have to command one payment to hurry. You do not have to make one visible road the whole of God. The source is awake while you rest. The source is full while you sleep. The source is clear while you do not know the way. The source is active while the body becomes still. The source knows the channel. The source opens the channel. The source blesses the channel. The source is never exhausted. God is my unfailing and inexhaustible supply. Again, God is my unfailing and inexhaustible supply. And now, more quietly, the channel may change, but the source never fails. The channel may change, but the source never fails. I do not make one channel my source. I do not make one channel my source. I do not make one channel my source. Infinite spirit has ways I cannot see. Infinite spirit has ways I cannot see. Infinite spirit has ways I cannot see. The perfect channel is now open. The perfect channel is now open. The perfect channel is now open. Now rest. The channel has been released. The source has been remembered. The perfect way is under grace. And money finds you now under grace, through perfect channels and in perfect ways. And now, dear one, if you have remained with these words until this quiet hour, let your heart receive the blessing of completion. You have not merely heard words about money. You have placed money in its rightful place. You have taken it down from the throne of fear and put it under grace. You have remembered that money is not your source, that one channel is not your source, that one payment is not your source, that one person is not your source, that one position is not your source, and that one visible door is not your supply. God is your unfailing and inexhaustible supply. Let the words be very soft now. God is my unfailing and inexhaustible supply. Again, God is my unfailing and inexhaustible supply. You have learned to bless the money that comes, to bless the money that goes, to bless the bill, to bless the debt, to bless the delay, to bless the unknown channel, to bless tomorrow before it arrives. You have learned that fear does not pay, worry does not guide, shame does not supply, and sleeplessness is not proof of faithfulness. You have cast the burden, you have spoken the word, you have placed the whole matter under divine order, and now you may rest. If these words found you at the right hour, return whenever your faith needs supply. Return when a bill troubles the heart. Return when a debt feels heavy. Return when a channel seems closed. Return when money appears delayed. Return when the mind begins to say, there is no way. Return when fear tries to make one door your source. Return not to repeat the problem, but to remember the law. Money finds me under grace in perfect ways. Let this sentence become familiar to you. Money finds me under grace in perfect ways. Let it become a quiet lamp in the mind. Money finds me under grace in perfect ways. Let it become a little gate opening toward divine supply. And if you feel led, write the words, money finds me under grace in perfect ways. Write them not as a common remark, but as a declaration of spiritual agreement. Write them as a sign that you no longer send your word against your own good. Write them as a sign that you accept money under grace, not by force, not by fear, not by harm, not by pressure, but through perfect channels and in perfect ways. Write the words if you feel led. Money finds me under grace in perfect ways. Let them stand for you in the visible world as the spoken word stands for you in the invisible. Let them be a little token that the old language of lack is finished. Let them say, I receive under grace. I bless my supply. I trust infinite spirit. I do not chase money. I let divine order open the way. And if this quiet teaching has brought peace to your night, subscribe and return to this sanctuary whenever the world has made your mind noisy again. Let it not be a hurried action, but a gentle appointment with faith. Let it mean, I choose to hear words of supply instead of words of fear. I choose to remember divine order before sleep. I choose to return to the truth that God is my source. For the mind must be fed with truth, just as the body is fed with bread. If it is fed all day with fear, it will dream in fear. If it is fed with divine supply before sleep, it will rest in another atmosphere. Let this be your night prayer. Money finds me now under grace, through perfect channels and in perfect ways. Let this be your night prayer when money feels far away. Money finds me now under grace, through perfect channels and in perfect ways. Let this be your night prayer when a bill has spoken loudly. Money finds me now under grace, through perfect channels and in perfect ways. Let this be your night prayer when a payment has not yet come. Money finds me now under grace, through perfect channels and in perfect ways. Let this be your night prayer when one channel seems closed. Money finds me now under grace, through perfect channels and in perfect ways. Let this be your night prayer when you do not know how. Money finds me now under grace, through perfect channels and in perfect ways. You do not need to know every road tonight. You do not need to command every channel. You do not need to persuade every person. You do not need to carry every figure. You do not need to arrange tomorrow in the darkness. You do not need to be the source. Infinite spirit is the source. Infinite intelligence knows the way. Divine order governs the timing. Divine supply meets every demand. The perfect channels are opening now. Sleep now, and let infinite spirit open the perfect channels. Let the burden remain where you have placed it. Let the bill remain under grace. Let the debt remain under divine adjustment. Let the delay remain under divine timing. Let the channel remain under infinite intelligence. Let the household remain under divine protection. Let the future remain under divine order. Let every fear be covered by grace. Let every need be met by supply. Let every question be answered in the appointed way. The divine plan is already moving. The divine plan is already moving. The divine plan is already moving. No fear can stop the divine plan. No delay can rob you of your appointed good. No person can keep from you what belongs to you by divine right. No closed channel can exhaust the source. No figure on paper is greater than infinite spirit. No bill is stronger than divine supply. No debt is beyond divine adjustment. No uncertainty is beyond divine order. God is your unfailing and inexhaustible supply. Let the words grow softer now. Money finds me under grace. Money finds me under grace. Money finds me under grace. My money comes in perfect ways. My money comes in perfect ways. My money comes in perfect ways. Divine supply finds me now. Divine supply finds me now. Divine supply finds me now. The right channels open now. The right channels open now. The right channels open now. All my needs are met under grace. All my needs are met under grace. All my needs are met under grace. There is nothing more to chase, nothing more to force, nothing more to fear, nothing more to carry alone. The word has gone before you. The burden has been cast. The channels are blessed. The source is inexhaustible. The night is under grace. Tomorrow is under grace. Your money is under grace. Your household is under grace. Your work is under grace. Your receiving is under grace. Your giving is under grace. Your whole life is under grace. If these words found you at the right hour, return whenever your faith needs supply. Write the words if you feel led. Money finds me under grace in perfect ways. Let this be your night prayer. Sleep now, and let infinite spirit open the perfect channels. The perfect channels are opening quietly. The perfect channels are opening peacefully. The perfect channels are opening under grace. Money finds you now under grace, through perfect channels and in perfect ways. Softer now. Money finds me under grace in perfect ways. Again, money finds me under grace in perfect ways. Once more, money finds me under grace in perfect ways. Rest in divine supply. Rest in divine order. Rest in the unfailing source. Rest in the perfect channels. Rest in the word that has been spoken. Money finds me now under grace, through perfect channels and in perfect ways. Money finds me now under grace, through perfect channels and in perfect ways. Money finds me now under grace, through perfect channels and in perfect ways. Sleep now. Infinite Spirit knows the way. Divine supply meets every demand. The burden is gone from your hands. The method is in wiser hands. The timing is in divine order. The perfect channels are open, and money finds you now under grace, through perfect channels and in perfect ways.